Wait, once everything's what's
No,
No, you
that
should keep it in.
actually goes
You
hard. That's
You should
like
keep
a
it in
separate
and
highlight.
yeah, you should keep it in and like play it over and over again for like 3 minutes straight.
What the fuck is the subject matter of this podcast that I randomly joined? What's the idea here?
Yeah.
Okay, so no. Okay, Nick. First subject: worst fumble you've had with a female.
That's actually pretty interesting. I would.
I'll go first. None. All right, Nick, your turn.
Nick is a fucking idiot.
Yeah, they do. I'm gonna actually secondhand tell this story on the podcast. That's actually fair.
I will say this: there has been no fumble like this in the history of fumbles.
There's been no. How bad was it, Nick?
No,
No,
literally the boys can
if-
dislike it, and then you're
All of us
forced
can
to
just
do it.
like it. Then you're fucked.
If I
Wait,
guarantee you, nothing will happen.
I'm gonna create a couple of balls cams real quick.
Dude, I'm gonna go the Sky versus Gaming route and just say, if this video gets 20 likes, I guarantee you, nothing will happen.
Nick, Pierce has never heard it. You gotta
You
tell
will
him.
have liked this video.
I've never heard this story. No. No, it's right now. Come on, like this is
do it
interesting.
now.
I just want to know what happened.
You're
Yeah,
gonna
you
have to
gotta
like
tell
the video 20 times.
We can leave out names if you actually want to tell the story.
Say
That seems
Bob.
like a little personal for the internet. I'm gonna be real.
Yeah, let's not tell the story.
Fair.
Yeah, unless
Do absolutely nothing.
real.
Here's a thing we could start with. So, Michael, I was just elaborating to the boys about we have a new catchphrase that we're using. We have a lot of good phrases we use. We got "you like men," we got "you're retarded," we got "it's Joe over." But I'm thinking we really need to jump on the train of "it's huge for the program." I think we need to start using "it's huge for the program," because it's huge for the program.
I will never say that.
I'm gonna fucking kill him. Can we do that? Just link.
It's so huge for the program. Frankly, it's almost as good as "you like men," and also we're going blanky mode. That's pretty good, I gotta say.
Those are so fucking situationally specific. They're almost like not even saying.
No, they're not. No, they're not. Yeah.
No, that's why I was saying that it's not comparable to what he just used. But yeah.
I mean, the thing I really like about it's huge for the program is it's not as schizophrenic as it's Joe over or that's based. I mean, like some.
But I am
It's
schizophrenic, so I mean, like,
yeah.
what's the problem?
I know that we are schizophrenics ourselves, but most people in functioning human society are not. So
You can't say that it's huge for the program is more schizophrenic than saying it's premarital gex. Don't insinuate.
No one
That's
says
not
it.
even a saying. That was a one-off
You said
joke.
that. You said that, Landon. You said that.
That was a one-off joke. It's not even a saying. What are you talking about?
No, it's a saying. It's a saying.
What?
I believe him.
You're schizophrenic.
Okay, fine. That's my new fucking catchphrase.
It's so gay.
Fucking god.
I love getting
I'm gonna walk into the like fucking club and just be like, all right, who's premaritaling their gex right now?
That sucks. Okay. Do you want me to start off with one of my topics? How about we get to the fact? So
Landon, before you start, Pierce, get closer to your fucking microphone.
What?
Or just turn him up.
No, he's all the way up for me. He is quiet as a fucking wet fart. Come on.
I just want to sit back in a chair for the first time.
Shut the fuck
They
up.
don't have
That's nothing.
backrest on the ship.
Can you actually like shut your mouth?
I hate Microsoft.
Okay.
Can you
Alright,
like
Michael.
shut the fuck up?
But if I shut my mouth, I'd bite your dick off.
Okay. You are a fucking idiot. Oh my god.
So you're not even. You could tell us
Then
the
he
story
gets
if you wanted to.
Because
to
it's
his
probably
mic.
set to only your desktop audio, and you need to like activate the fucking mic.
It like randomly that's so annoying, dude. I didn't even.
Are you still having trouble putting in your password?
Okay. Okay, we're back. We're so back. We're so Barack. Okay, welcome. Okay, hello, fellas. You didn't hear any of what I just said, because because of.
They heard us, and that's all that's.
Yeah.
You're-
Luckily, I'm at least glad that I got paranoid about the settings and I looked, because otherwise that would have been really.
This is so
Yeah.
true. Paranoia is based. This is another topic we're gonna use.
See, here's part of the reason why my argument for why Pink Floyd is so based is because one of the founding members of Pink Floyd named Syd Barrett, one that inspired like a bunch of the songs, was a paranoid schizophrenic, which is like intrinsically based. So if you think about it,
So true.
Huh?
yeah.
It's Michael. We're right.
Shine on, you crazy
What's
diamond.
huge for the program, for real, for real.
Okay,
Oh
let's just
God.
first fucking topic, please.
Okay, yeah, go ahead.
So I was discussing this earlier. I think that Steam is based, but it's also really, really soy.
That's real.
And
From Duncan.
I think it's because like the base part of Steam, right, is that it has like PC games, and PC games are based, right? But the problem is that there's no such thing as a physical copy for Steam games, and that sucks because number one, Steam is kind of finicky as it is, and then there's like the whole DRM shit that they put on your games, which is trash. And then there's also like what else did we say before this, Nick?
Well, it's kind of all branches off of what you've already mentioned, which is like the idea of DRM is bad in some sense because if the servers for Steam were to ever go down, there's enough data implanted within your computer to track digital rights management that effectively you don't own any of your games, because if Steam was ever to permanently go down, you just would not be able to run them effectively.
Which is really fucking stupid because like I pay for games that I just don't own suddenly. Like what the fuck? I think like honestly Steam is more soy than it is based. I'm gonna say it.
Okay, Duncan.
Yeah.
This is why you pirate games.
Because it's much better than playing on Steam.
Well, I don't know.
You don't support your developers. You're cringe.
It's one of those deals where it's like, I don't even know if it's worth talking about necessarily, only because I know it's probably never going away. Like, it's one of those things that if I had the choice for it to have never existed in the first place, I'd probably take it. But I know now that it exists, it's never going away. So, like,
Never gonna give you up.
you know what I mean? Like, I really like.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
Like, here's a good example. Like, I collect video games, physical copies of video games, and I collect records, and both of the reasons are the same, which is that it's cool to have this sort of physical object that represents the piece of art that you really like, especially because it often contains like other stuff about the art that is cool. Like in the case of video games, when you used to buy a physical copy, it would come with like an instruction manual or something about the story, you know.
Yeah, but like I think like just this is another reason why in general that, you know, physical copies are better than digital copies. I feel like it's more unsafe to have a digital copy of something than it is to have a physical copy.
Well, yeah.
And when you're stuck on like a what the fuck? When you're stuck on like an entire system that runs off of just having digital copies, like especially one that's kind of finicky like Steam is, Like, don't get me wrong, Steam is based in a way of, like, you can get some games for, like, super cheap when they give out deals. Like, Steam has really good deals. But it's like, I feel like this is part of why piracy is such a salivating concept for some people, because it's just, it's not worth going through all the bullshit.
Like,
You know what I mean? Like, why would I want to risk having this game that I paid a whole bunch of money for and then just, like, not even be able to use it if it's just better to burn that shit on a disc and run it through? You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, and
I don't know if
But the problem with PC gaming is that they
Sorry.
kind of stopped physical media for that. So
true, and I think that also plays into like the destruction of the games industry in some sense too, because that's what caused the ability to like live update these digital games that everybody has now is part of what created the incentive structure for them to start releasing like half-baked games and then just updating them into a full game as they go along.
If Steam disappears, all the money you spent on those games just becomes fucking worthless. Gone. Like, it's just gone. But, like,
pull my shoe.
it's just, man. I don't know. I think Steam kind of blows. Like, I like PC, like, games and stuff. Like, I think obviously, you know, PC games run better than console games. Like, everybody knows that. And some games are just better played on PC. You know what I mean? Like,
but I don't even like care about performance. I think the people that overly care about performance are fucking stupid.
Yeah, I agree with that.
That's real.
Like,
That's real.
I will admit
my second
that
favorite game of all time runs at 30 FPS, and so does my favorite actually.
But like, I'm not saying that like that's what, you know, makes a game like entirely better, because like I agree. But you know, I know that there's some games that like they functionality wise they play better on PC. You know what I mean? And so, but at the end of the day, I just feel like, you know, I would rather just play console games. I don't like playing PC games.
I've actually just realized that I can prove everything I've just said because I am literally just playing on a GameCube right now.
Yeah, I'm playing on an Xbox Series Gex right now.
I frequently go back and play Halo Combat Evolved in the original Xbox. Even though the objectively better version of the game exists on PC, I go back because it's just like whatever. It's fun. It's cool to play on the original hardware. Cope.
I bought MCC on Steam, and even when I finally get like a decent computer to use it on, like I don't think I'm ever actually going to end up playing MCC on Steam, other than for Cursed Halo, right? Because I just would rather play it on my Xbox.
Okay.
None of my shit's on
You know,
this.
like,
more.
that's the thing that I really wish that would have happened. I wish I would have taken better care of my original Xbox. Something ended up happening to it, and I think,
Did you red ring it?
I mean, lucky for you, they're really cheap, so you can just get a new one.
True.
They're like $50.
It's not the GOAT, but the original Xbox is very underrated.
Yeah.
It is actually a decent console.
I mean, if you want one, just go get it. It's like extremely cheap.
It is, and that might also not be the case forever, especially because they have this problem about their internal timekeeping that actually kind of destroys the console. So you might want to get them while they're really cheap because they might start becoming expensive.
Is your like disk drive also fucked where it just doesn't open?
No,
I've had that on the two of them that I've ever had. This has been a problem.
No, I really like when I got my original Xbox that I have now. I like really like to clean. I freaking cleaned that thing. Like I did a deep cleaning, so it's like it's functioning really well.
And like realign some what's it called, like conveyor belt to like be more in line with the disk drive.
Fair.
I played on original Xbox like extensively, but I never actually owned an original Xbox.
You should. I mean, it's pretty good. It's the GOAT. The GOAT. Yeah, the GOAT.
Yeah, I really enjoy having to insert a paperclip into a tiny hole by the disk drive for it to open.
Yeah. What the fuck? That sucks.
Yeah, I mean, but one might say that's a skill issue.
Shut the fuck up.
I'm getting a friggin' call. Hang on. I'm gonna be dead for a second.
Good.
Uh.
I think that pretty much completes our thoughts on that. No one really disagrees.
Yeah, that was kind of a mid topic. I'm gonna be real.
You're mid.
We all agree on it. It's not really.
Like mid.
All right, I'm gonna pull out one of the cards for our topic. All right, I think this one has the potential to be interesting.
Oh no.
All right, agree or disagree? Men and women can be just friends.
Agree to an extent.
I'm gonna say to an extent, yeah.
I think
You need a hot topic, not.
We did it.
that's hot.
We agree.
I'm gonna disagree a little bit.
I was assuming you were gonna say no since you brought it up.
What is the take right now?
I just brought it because we decided that we were done with that topic because we all kind of like came to our conclusion. So I brought up the topic: I brought out a card and I was just like, men and women, can they be just friends? Do you think they can be just friends truly? Can there be platonic male-female friends?
I see where you're coming from by saying no, Nick, and the main problem will likely be men every time.
No, yeah, 100%. I'm not blaming women in that case at all. It is 110% that. Okay, here's my argument for why they can't, like, in the purest platonic sense, be just friends, unless you count, of course, like, homosexual dynamics. Is
Even then, who knows?
that men, for whatever reason, no matter who the woman is, effectively, if they are friends, I think that the thought has entered their head.
I think you're just horny.
No, I'm really not, like, that much. It's
I
just...
think he's actually probably right. I think I changed my stance.
Yeah, exactly.
The more I think about it, he's kind of right.
And I'm not even saying that, like, every male-female relationship will devolve into that. I'm just saying
Not
that...
even a bad thing.
No, it's not.
You might as well, like, consider it.
The dude, I'm just saying, every time without fail, the dude has thought about it. Every time.
Yeah, that's fair. I agree with that. That's fine.
And even it's weird because I feel like it's even like in cases where you would not traditionally be attracted to that person, like they've still thought about it usually, or like pretty much every time. And I don't know why that is. I think it's just the fact of the matter.
And just because they thought about it doesn't mean that they've like seriously thought about it.
But that doesn't necessarily mean they can't have a relationship.
No, but that's not what we're saying. We're saying, like, can they be friends in the purest platonic sense? And I think that the answer is no. Like, I don't think that you could be friends in exactly the same way that you would be friends with a guy.
Well, I think that's a given. I think that it can be like platonic at its core, but to say that, you know, it can't be platonic purely because, you know, you can't be a friend to a woman in the same way you can with a man, when that's, you know, obviously true. It's fundamentally different. I don't think that's exactly how that works, but
well, here,
yeah, what you're saying makes sense, but it's like, what I mean by that is, like, I think you can have a platonic, it can be platonic at its core, but I think you're right in that, you know, I'm sure people have thought about it, but...
Okay, here's what I would say, and I guess here would be my, like, main case for what I mean. Is, if I was married, right, I probably would try to avoid gaining deep friendships with women after I'm married, because I think that it's always going to be a risk factor with men and women. I think it's just always the case. And I think it's enough of a risk factor. Deep friendships between men and women are enough of a risk factor that you probably ought not develop new deep friendships with women once you're married.
Yeah, that's something that causes problems with a lot of marriages, including people that I know.
Exactly. See? That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But sometimes
I think it depends on the person.
It does work.
So.
Like what I was saying, there's a CS2 on board who is friends with a lot of ladies, and his wife is completely a-okay with it. But that's just who they are. They are comfortable with each other enough to where they understand this is just kind of how they talk, and this is their everyday motions. So it's a sticky situation. Personally, myself, I don't believe that I have the self-control enough to be friends with somebody and not catch feelings for them if they were of the opposite sex. But I feel like maybe for someone else, they might be able to accomplish that.
It does depend on the relationship. I can get behind that.
Yeah, I just think it's not a risk that you should take.
I can see that. Yeah, I can agree with that.
I do definitely think it's dependent on the persons in question. like with Pierce, he's afraid he'll catch feelings. But for me, once I don't know, develop a relationship, that's usually how it stays. I usually don't catch feelings afterwards.
Yeah,
just in the friend box or the I want to date you box.
and I do like understand that feeling. I guess here would be my position, like why I think that the idea of like why this complicates it, but I think it goes to prove the original point, is that like, okay, so let's say you've been in a marriage for 20 years, right? The thing is that you once you've been in a relationship with somebody for 20 years, there's almost no way for you to not like know all their warts, to be like, to so to speak. Like, you know everything about them that isn't necessarily desirable, right? But the thing about friendships is that it's, especially if it's like a friendship that you've only had for a bit, you probably don't know everything that's undesirable about that person. So if you develop a deep friendship with somebody of the opposite sex while you're in a long-term relationship with someone, I think it's very possible that you might get swept away in the idea of this person simply because you don't know all of the problems that they actually have, whereas the person that you're with, you know all the problems. And so I think the chances of you getting swept away in the romanticization of this person is much more likely in that kind of situation.
I agree with that.
What'd you say?
It's also
Words big.
Sorry, Dom.
Play Zelda.
I
Okay.
just said that I agree with. I just said that I agree with that.
I think if you're open to having a relationship with the person as well, I mean, like, sometimes dating your best friend is a good thing. Sometimes it's a bad thing because then you have friend drama as well as the issues that come with dating, and that's
I think
to happen sometimes, and that's something that you can use to grow as a person.
Well, that's the other thing to take into consideration is, like, think about that for a second, which is, and maybe that even goes to further the point of, like, that it's probably unwise, is that nearly every person that you've ever had a romantic attraction to, you probably started out just being friends with them. And so there's, I think, always going to be a certain risk factor in any friendship of the opposite sex, because who's to say that won't happen? You know what I mean? Like,
I would say just be wary then. It's definitely just be wary. Just be aware of yourself and what you're capable of, and or not capable.
but I think that level of self-awareness is rare.
I agree that the temptation might be too great for somebody. You know what I mean?
Well, it sounds like
I mean, some people are just weak that way.
It's not even weak. That's just no. I guess it would be weak.
We hate cheaters. Cheaters are the worst.
Real.
I have a device.
Worst people on earth.
So true.
Worse than Hitler.
So true.
Why can't you just be faithful to your wife, you piece of shit?
What the fuck did Brandon just say?
No, that's facts. That's
What the
facts.
hell did he say? Word for word, what did you just say?
He said worse than
They're
Hitler.
worse than Hitler.
Okay.
Facts. Facts.
Well, I'm not
No,
wrong.
he's so true. He's so true.
He's so
I'm
true.
always true.
How the fuck did I die? It's so sad. I'm so bad at this game. It's unreal.
Dude, it's so fucking hard for me to control it right now.
So yeah, fair enough. Okay, Duncan, you want to bring up the next topic? I feel like we've exhausted that one. But that was I think that was a good discussion.
Yeah. Oh shit.
I like that one.
So I'm trying to think. I'm so brain dead. Sorry. Didn't I have another one that I brought up that I was gonna?
Ooh, I just found a really good one for next time. Go
I
ahead.
had one that I thought of and I can't think of at the top. You bring up yours. I can't remember what I was gonna bring up off the top of my head. Damn it.
Okay, so this one, I think is, I don't know. I think this one will be good because I feel like we brought this up a lot, and this has been a matter that's been contentious for a lot of us. Okay.
Oh no.
All right. Here's the card. Here's the topic. I agree or disagree. I have a better life than my parents did at my age.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Easily.
Probably.
I don't
yeah.
see how this is contentious for a lot of people. I see like a lot of people in this modern day would disagree for really stupid fucking reasons, but like I genuinely think
generation.
yeah, no, I think that kind of bullshit is ridiculous for people to say.
Yet again, I'm gonna have to take.
Sure, we might be less happy than them, but we definitely have it easier.
I think I'm gonna have to take the contentious. I'm gonna have to take the contentious take. I think I'm gonna have to disagree.
I think you're dumb.
Oh.
Hear me out.
I'm also gonna have to disagree.
Let's go.
I think you're both dumb.
Okay.
Pierce has a pretty good reason, I would say.
Hear me out though.
Yeah.
I will give my sort of defense of this position, which is that I think we can probably undoubtedly agree that our life is easier, right?
Yeah.
It's definitely easier. There's no doubt it is easier. Yeah. But I would not define better as being the same thing as easier. I think that the things that are going to give your life genuine fulfillment are now more difficult to attain than they were for previous generations.
AI getting girlfriends, woo!
No, yeah, it's so much easier.
No, AI girlfriends, in parentheses, it's so over.
No, you see, that's what I mean, is like, I think that's why you have to be very careful with these kind of definitions, is because, yeah, sure, it's easier, but, like, is easier necessarily better? I'm not sure about that. Because that's kind of like saying, that's sort of like saying, have video games gotten better? Well, yeah, duh, they've gotten better. Have you ever played the original Mario Brothers? It's so hard. It's like, well, yeah, it's not, that doesn't make it better, it just makes it easier. That's not really the same thing. Like, things being difficult and things being better are not synonymous.
I'm gonna fucking shit myself. Where the fuck am I? Okay, yeah. No, they're a lot easier, and I would say better just because, I mean, availability of resources better. The only difference between, I guess, if we're going to say generationally, then it would just be, yeah, we have it better. But individually, everyone has their own shit going on. Like, just because, the parent was born in a shittier generation doesn't mean they made it easy for their kid to live.
Well, yeah, and, like, I guess what would make me say make me say generally no. I think that we've actually, in some sense, got it societally worse. Is that, again, I think, like, the things that make life worth living, like having a family and buying a house, and I think that stuff is actually significantly more difficult now than it was in the past.
Oh, yeah, dude. Housing prices are ass. Housing prices are ass.
Housing prices, and just, like, the general social structure in which we live, I think, is less conducive to family life than older generations had that, and I think that does, in general, make life... And I think that's playing itself out. Like, you can see suicide rates are going higher, general levels of discontent are going higher. So while things are getting easier, I'm not convinced they're getting better.
It's what's it called? Fucking, what happened to Rome, Nick?
Yeah, well.
What do you mean? Like the fall of Rome?
Decadence.
Oh yeah, decadence. Yeah, decadence makes people. It's the classic. It's the good times make weak men. Weak men create hard times. Hard times create strong men. Strong men create good times. Yeah.
I was really pulling up with a fucking meme.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's great.
Okay, I think that's kind of in some sense like a separate topic in and of itself. Is that memes are not taken seriously enough. I think.
No, that's fair. That's fair.
Okay. We have actual evidence to suggest that the CIA has a genuine meme division simply because of how effective memes are at transmitting ideas. I think memes need to be taken much more seriously and on their effects on the general population, whether good or bad. I just think that, like, they are. I've heard so many people that their genuine political beliefs, like, I know what they're coming from, and it's literally memes.
It's literally me.
It is. I've heard people. It is huge for the program because I've heard people, like, express their political beliefs, and I'm like, dude, you got that off Twitter. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
God.
Fucking true, bro. No,
So-
it's so. That is my grandparents. That is just my
Lava grenade next to me.
grandparents.
Fuck.
It didn't.
Yeah, that's actually what's so weird too, Michael. Like that's such a good point. Is like how it's affecting the older generations like way more than I would have thought.
No, they could affect the meme fucking psyop.
So true. Like you would think it would be primarily a younger person thing, and I think to some degree it is. But like the amount of old people that have gotten psyoped by memes is kind of crazy.
I have proof. Old people would never like Minion, but somehow they do.
Yeah, okay, that's the next topic. What's your take on minions?
I fucking hate this.
Minions, absolutely goated.
Wait, you're pro minion? Okay, you defend yourself.
What the hell is wrong with you?
Defend yourself.
Wait,
so
no,
what
I
do
understand.
you? What do you?
It's banana.
Yeah, banana.
Banana.
So wait, what do you mean by like? I love the first Despicable Me movie. I don't
No,
care for
we're
the
just
rest of the
eating on
movies, but
Minions,
like,
not the movie.
oh well, like
The Minions were
Minions
the
is-
worst part of the movie.
the Minions as a society are fucking cringe.
As a fucking.
What did you just say? What do you mean by this?
Anything you
are.
have going for
What
it
do you
does
mean?
not.
What do I mean by this? It's so
Society,
true.
they are
It's so
cringe.
true.
No, I genuinely don't know what you're talking about. You just said minions as a society is cringe. Like, what did that mean?
Yeah.
What the hell are you talking about?
Okay, listen. If you wanted to find like an example of a pure race of retardation, look no further than the Minions.
So wait, you're saying like the internal minion society, like the society of minions within the
They
Despicable Me
are.
verse?
Yes, they are the other.
You could have escaped with his line of questioning, but you dug deeper. You have fucked yourself.
He pulled out an excavator.
Oh shit.
He just brought a tunnel bore and just started.
No, he just kept digging. It's just like I'm going to now.
so
make
fucking
these
bad at
moves.
this
Someone did
game.
that the other day. They
But
were
did
telling
he?
a lie and then they just kept digging. They just kept digging their hole.
Did you just insult Breaking Bad? What?
Huh?
What are you fucking even remotely talking
I
about?
heard Breaking Bad.
I'm so unreasonably bad at
No
this
one
game.
said that.
It is crazy
Nobody
how
said
utterly trash. I
Nah,
am.
they did. It's in my head
What
canon.
the fuck?
Fucking.
Okay, time to play Lego Star Wars. This
Based.
Yeah.
We have never been more back.
It's got Kylo Ren and shit in it, so.
God damn it. So
I'm more of a Lego Indiana Jones kind of guy.
That's the new movie.
I'm
and
more
you
of a
go-
Lego. Okay, Lego Batman or Lego Star Wars? What would you pick out of the two?
Star Wars.
Lego Star Wars
Based.
original G.
Yeah, the original trilogy on the Wii, so based.
Also, Michael, I don't know the answer to that question because I'm refusing to see it. I'm protesting.
I have it on the DS and on the
protesting.
Yeah, I really like they've gone too far this time because like okay, I saw the new Star Wars movies. They were bad, but like I saw them because I was like whatever because I like Star Wars, but like I got into Star Wars way later in life because like I was not really interested in them when I was little. But like Indiana Jones, dude, that was my jam. Like they're messing with stuff that's personal now.
It's personal.
This,
They fucked up the movie. Is it bad?
oh yeah, I mean
I'm-
it's
I'm not
basically
even gonna bother watching that shit.
You
I don't
could-
even want to know
I thought I
what.
heard it
So-
was alright.
I already figured what it would be from the trailer, and then I just like read reviews and stuff, and they're confirming exactly what I thought initially, which is they're doing that thing where they're like, oh, the old hero you like, he's actually really lame and cringe. You know who's epic? This new female character we've introduced that has zero flaws,
God damn it.
and it's like
Very-
Serious?
yeah, they did that.
Oh, well, I'm dead.
Not,
Jet.
there's no way.
And they did like the cringe like in the trailer I saw it and this is what was so off-putting to me immediately was like are you guys gonna know what I mean when I say like millennial social commentary
Yeah.
where it's like where it's like
exactly what that was.
saying nothing while thinking that you're saying something profound where it's like here was the line I'm pretty sure where so basically like Indiana Jones has like a thing like an artifact right And he's like, and he goes, "You stole it from me," and then and this other guy goes, "You stole it from me," and then she goes, "And I stole it from you." It's called capitalism, and it's like, shut up, shut up, shut up.
It's not capitalism.
It's like the classic millennial quote unquote social commentary where they're just like, I'm gonna say like a word and it's gonna like capitalism, corporate, it's like that doesn't.
Billionaire, money, money.
Money. It's a gas. Money. Money.
Money.
I'm getting fucked in the butt by this puzzle.
Guys, submarine Titanic.
What?
What?
Submarine Titanic.
Oh yeah, that's so
Did
true.
you search for that at all? Because I know the Coast Guard did that.
Yeah, I wasn't a part of it at all, but I don't know what the fuck we were supposed to do. We were going after billionaires that were not American, and they were not an American company, and in fact, they weren't even in American waters. They were in international
I'm so
waters.
fucking bad at this game.
I
Holy
have
shit.
no idea why they sent the Coast Guard, but they sent the Coast Guard because I guess we're the only people that give a fuck about human life on the water. So yeah.
Is that an ad at the Navy? Are you digging in the Navy right there, buddy?
No, I'm
Yeah.
digging
Not the Navy.
I'm digging at every other fucking country. Like their own country didn't even send people. You know
Well,
what they sent?
I don't
Sent the
think they
United
had
States
that
Coast Guard.
I don't think they had the fucking equipment. We used like a fucking secret
it's just
radar
that-
system.
No, other countries suck. This is so true.
That sounds like fucking-
That's facts.
Other countries are fucking terrible.
So true.
I'm gonna be real. This is
Exhibit a Canadian healthcare.
Gosh, I hate Canada. Blame Canada.
Okay, that is true. That is just fact.
We hate Canada, don't we,
Canadian
folks?
healthcare is just disappointing.
No, get away from me, you.
Oh my
But
god.
no, it's just
Fuck
like,
you, idiot.
I don't know what else like any other country could have done, because
Been more based. Been more based.
we don't have the fucking naval capacity of the United States.
Yeah,
Well,
maybe
maybe
they
they
should just
should
get more
just
people.
show
that's a-
up.
This is another example of the third world countries of the world having a fucking skill issue.
Facts.
What the huh?
America is not the only
Okay,
place.
we're never getting
in
a job.
the entire world.
But
Right?
brother,
We are not the only place on the planet that has sonar. Therefore,
yeah, but we
they
had
are
it
allowed
in.
to go out and at least like try and put sonar down. Am I right or am I right?
You're right.
I'm pretty sure we used like some really fucking weird shit that's classified.
Michael, stop playing retard's advocate.
Sonar? That's how you map the ocean.
No, we didn't. I
That's
don't even
not-
think they used sonar. They literally heard the fucking explosion. Several days before it was announced that they were dead.
Oh my asshole!
Uh,
Holy fuck!
Technically, yeah, they
He
heard
made a
the
slight grammatical error. I just
explosion.
realized. It wasn't an explosion. You're so dumb.
It was an implosion. So true.
You're stupid.
It was an explosion because the amount of
Bro,
pressure they-
bro, why is your brain actually so small? Is it imploding?
I don't even remember what the fuck we're talking about. I don't even remember what we're talking about. but I
We
can
got-
feel Michael being wrong.
He
We're
said-
talking about
he said,
gas.
and I quote, explosion.
We got
and then
Oh my God.
sonar being top secret
Explosion,
classified
let's
information.
we got derailed because Michael made a slight grammatical error.
Telling you what I heard, you fuck.
He said explosion, and then I'm more dumbfounded at the fact that you said
Yes, you are dumb.
sonar
I
being
agree.
a top secret.
I didn't say sonar. I said the thing we used.
AKA
Yeah,
sonar.
sonar.
We didn't fucking. It was a detection equipment.
Yeah, sonar.
Yeah, sonar.
That's what that is.
Oh, by the way, slight grammatical error. He just said it was a detection equipment. That's not right.
God.
Bro.
Michael, I'm sorry. You're just getting ratioed at the
No, damn it! I ran out of ammo.
Nah, we love Michael, don't we, folks? We love Michael.
Michael, I
gonna
would
fucking-
Even if he's getting fully fucking ratioed.
I'm getting fully fucking anal right now. Shut the hell up.
We love Michael, don't we, folks?
I would not.
He's good for the program.
He is so
You
good for the
are
program.
so small for the program right now.
Why is everybody against the it's good for the program? That seems like a cope to me.
Not funny.
It is funny. It is funny.
No, because
It's as funny as metal. It's as funny as metal pipe. It really is as funny as metal pipe. Everybody knows.
Facts.
Fuck you. Get out of here.
It's funnier than metal pipe, if anything.
I've heard you. Yeah, no, that's what I was expecting you to say. I was like, Nick, you've been hating on metal
Oh
pipe.
shit, I'm
for-
dead. Well,
Because it's just not funny. It is just a metal pipe falling.
Okay, so you said
Fuck
that
you.
metal pipe falling is just
Undeserved.
as
That was a
funny as the
undeserved
same. So therefore, you think it's not funny.
No, I said it's funnier.
Top lists that are critical.
Can we have one
Undeserved.
person talking at
Jarvis, rewind the tape. I definitely said it was funnier.
No, but before that, you didn't.
And then by Jarvis, I mean me in the future when I edit this.
No, you don't. No, you don't.
No, you're dumb.
Yeah, for real.
Dumb.
Can you give me a blessing that lets me be good at Halo, real quick?
Yeah, in the name of the Father and of the
We
Son.
actually just went, like, I have
and the
such
Holy
a skill
Spirit.
issue, I'm gonna pray to my Sky Daddy. Like, fuck you.
Yeah.
Cope.
Yeah.
Actually, no, he's your bottom daddy.
Don't. Okay.
Sky Daddy.
Do not ever call the Lord above Sky Daddy.
Have you never heard him say this before?
Okay, to be
No.
fair, you get on your knees and pray to your Sky Daddy.
This is an.
And ask him to do. He's your Sky Sugar Daddy. You
This
tell
is-
him to do stuff. You're like, can you give me this little thing over here?
This is why atheists don't deserve basic human dignity.
I only do this to bother you.
No, atheists don't deserve basic human dignity, and here's why. This is.
I mean, you could just pull up like any post on our atheism and prove the point.
That's actually just total facts. What's funny is that Michael is actually the base kind of atheist, but he masquerades in public as the cringe kind, which is like kind of a funny psyop a little bit.
I'm gonna fucking bomb your house.
Michael, whenever he's actually completely understanding of religious viewpoints. Also, Michael. Daddy.
Also, me when I was an atheist for like the vast majority of my life. Atheists don't deserve basic human rights.
Literally, how am I so
I
fucking
wish my
bad at
past
it?
self would
That's
have
not
been
the right
ostracized
button.
from society.
Yes, this clearly would have been better for me.
I just jumped the fuck off. I'm so bad. Anyway, Nick, pull out another card.
Okay. Some of these kind of suck. I need a lot of these are like I'm trying to like pick ones that aren't like overtly political.
Yeah, please don't.
This one's funny, but I'm not gonna actually have this. People with blue hair can have valid opinions. Agree or disagree? That was
Disagree.
No.
yeah, I disagree too. Okay, hold on. Actually,
Literally, Tyler Ninja Blevins has blue hair.
okay, wait, hold on. This isn't a card, but I don't know why, but I just thought of this and I think it might be a funny discussion topic.
No.
Okay, in terms of hair dye, which color indicates worse opinions? Hair dyed pink or hair dyed blue?
Blue.
Blue is worse?
Blue. Blue is
I
the
don't
word.
know. Honestly, hair dye red is pretty bad too.
Well,
Could it be a ginger red?
Blood red. Like blood red. Yeah, no, that shit is gross.
What? I kind of like red. That's kind of cool.
Yeah,
Literally,
because you're a fucking ginger, you fucking ginger fuck.
Oh gosh, some of these I'm not gonna say here.
Getting a job, part 3.
I'm not gonna say these here, but some of these I would like to discuss with the boys when the cameras are off, because I think some of these are like so good.
Get fucked, you idiot! Get fucked, you idiot! Oh shit. I dropped my.
How is that not a headshot? How is that not a headshot?
I fucking dropped my reticle. I'm a clown. I'm such a clown.
I know.
No, I'm dead. Fuck this, dude. I'm so bad at Halo. Unreal.
I completely agree.
I agree too.
Oh, dude, this card is a masterpiece. Politics derives from poly, meaning many, and ticks, meaning blood-sucking leeches.
For real.
That's Max.
Here's an example. That means it's loosely connected to polygamy, which means by extension it's cringe.
Oh, okay. Okay, here's one.
What the hell are you on?
GIF is pronounced as GIF. Agree or disagree?
Fuck yourself.
I say
Right now.
GIF.
Yes.
I say GIF.
Not.
No, you
Why?
don't. Shut the fuck up. You don't use peanut butter in your fucking browser. Die.
No, okay, here's the deal.
God.
First of all, the original creator
I do not give a shit.
said it was
Twitter's a fucking idiot.
said it was pronounced GIF, and if you use GIF, and no, this is real. If you pronounce it GIF in like the tech world, they will see you as an outsider because that's their way of like determining whether you're in the in crowd. The in crowd always uses
No,
GIF.
the in crowd always says GIF. Kill yourself.
Nope, he's
Get
wrong.
Canadian
I don't
healthcare
give
now.
a single fuck.
Okay, that one was that didn't really go anywhere because everybody's really passionate about that one.
Well, I will say I don't care how it's said, but like, oh my fucking
There's
asshole.
literally
I'm dead.
another company
Oh,
that
okay.
spells it GIF. That's pronounced GIF. You can't have the two ways.
Yes, you can.
Yes, you can.
Who cares? It doesn't matter how you say it. Who fucking cares? I could say China like China, and I don't. It doesn't matter. Who cares?
What are you talking about?
Okay, here's a good one.
I can say things however I want, and I can be blatantly incorrect. Who cares?
Here's a really good one. In general,
Kill you and your family.
poetry should rhyme.
No,
What?
I literally won a poetry contest without
Yeah.
rhyming.
Yeah, I think poetry is better if it rhymes.
Yeah, I think generally poetry should rhyme. I'm not saying always, but I think in general it probably should rhyme. I think it sounds better.
No,
Yeah, you're wrong.
No,
no.
I agree.
Yeah, you're
I
wrong.
agree.
You're
I
wrong.
agree.
Okay, then elaborate to that on the fucking judges that told me that I won.
Okay,
Judges were fucking stupid.
yeah, judges, bro, bro,
Generally, it doesn't mean it's like 100% of
Bro
the time.
really said,
Bro-
what about the people who validated me, huh?
my guy actually unironically just used an appeal to authority fallacy.
Kill yourself.
You need to leave.
Duncan not getting a job part 69. I don't fucking.
Yeah, and again, we're not saying that it like has to rhyme necessarily, but I think in general it should rhyme.
No, we shouldn't.
Okay, then what is poetry? If in general it doesn't rhyme, I think that tends to make poetry become like just a infinitely nebulous concept. Like, what if it's not rhythmic and it's not gonna rhyme? Then what is poetry anymore, other than just like short phrases?
Yeah, dude, poetry's not interesting if it doesn't rhyme. Like, I'm not saying, okay, most of the time, generally, 99% of the time, it's not interesting if you do that.
And would you say here's actually a good argument too? Okay, so I think we can all agree that music is objectively a form of poetry, right? Or not music, but like songs.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
songs don't have to rhyme.
Songs almost but generally they do, right? Generally,
No.
Songs are, well,
almost invariably songs rhyme. I don't think I can come up with a song off the top of my head that doesn't have rhyming in it.
here's an example.
Oh shit! If the song rhymes once,
You
you're
want,
just
you
gonna
want
be
to
like,
know an
oh,
example of a song?
No, I can't even come up with a song that doesn't consistently rhyme.
Yours.
bro only listens to hip hop.
No, I hardly ever listen to hip hop because I barely think hip hop's real music. I've almost taken the Shapiro pill on hip hop just not straight up not being music.
Because it's not.
It's not.
He's
not.
correct.
People are always I'm not even a big Ben Shapiro fan, but people are always making fun of him for that take, and I genuinely am like, it is so cringe. I hate hip hop, and I think it's like low tier art. I think it's like a lesser art.
No,
Not,
who
it's
cares?
not art.
I'm not gonna do that.
I'm going as far to say that hip hop is not art.
So based. That's I can't quite go there because "It's a Good Day" by Ice Cube exists, and the album Graduation.
We're
But
just gonna, in order to
Just
like
like
keep
graduation.
those,
yeah, Graduation goes hard.
like, we're just gonna stop classifying those as hip hop so we can keep.
Okay, yeah, stop. Okay, Michael, stop coping. I know you don't like what Kanye said, but Graduation objectively goes hard.
Separate the fucking artist from the art, ding dong.
He just said ding dong. That's so good. Separate.
Fucking ding dong to me.
Oh, actually, let that be our next conversation topic. Is hip hop?
What are you doing?
Does hip hop suck or is it good?
It sucks.
That's Halo 3. Yeah.
Hip hop is objectively
No, it
terrible.
doesn't. That's Halo 2.
It's actually so true.
No, that's Halo 2. You're a fucking clown. No,
Dylan in the background just coping at you. What's going on there,
Zero
buddy?
hip hop songs that I would ever consider listening to.
Okay.
I don't want this.
Here's the other case that I would make, like, about why hip hop is like a lesser art form. I'm not gonna flat out say it's not art, but I do think it's a lesser art form, specifically because, in my estimation, in what I have heard, it does not do as well as other genres of music at conveying a large breadth of emotion. Like I rarely hear a hip hop.
That's for their own good. You can't understand what the fuck they're saying.
Well, like, when's the last time you turned on a hip hop song so that like you could kind of like, you know, be sad? Like, what's the last like hip hop song that was really good at portraying sadness? I don't remember the last one. Also, Pierce Left, which is cringe.
That's a throw, man. You can't.
Never, because you can't hear
not
the
used for
fucking
sadness
808
clearly.
bass.
No. No.
Just because it's used for something that's not like
Whatever.
the one emotion.
Shut up, Michael. No one cares.
Well, when's the last time? Can you name me a good hip hop song that is good at conveying sadness? And I just can't find very many.
Nick, I can't convey you any song. I don't know the names of songs. I can just listen to them on Spotify.
True, he doesn't
Anybody
listen to hip-hop.
He gets no opinion because his playlist is literally anime music.
What the?
I asked Michael his favorite song once, and he was just like, "Howl's Moving Castle." It's like, bro, what are you talking about?
I don't think that was exactly it. No, it was fucking flamenco guitar. I like the genre. That was the fucking answer, you geck.
What is flamingo guitar? What are you talking about? What does this mean?
Fucking Mexican.
That's kind of based, actually.
Say
Mexico /
flamingo
Spain.
guitar as a Mexican. Is flamingo even Mexican?
Flamenco.
It's Spanish, but
Flamenco. Not flamingo.
one guy I
Flamenco.
listened to was from
Okay,
Mexico.
no, that's soy on my part. Never mind.
No, that's cool.
I associate.
I kind of think Mexico is based in theory, but not in practicality.
What?
No,
What the
that's
fuck
fair.
did you just say?
Mexico is based because of food. Mexico is cringe because of illegal immigrants.
I'm saying that Mexico is based in theory, but not in practicality.
Yeah, I would agree.
Baby, let's go.
Like the romantic ideal of Mexico is super based, but the actuality of Mexico is not based in the slightest.
You know what classic Mexico was like during like Civil War times? That was kind of the cooler Mexico.
Cooler Mexico.
Yeah. Modern Mexico is
I just want my like trad cath Mexico back. Make Mexico great again. I'm gonna go to Mexico and become president of Mexico.
Aww. Am I ever getting a job? Find out in the next episode.
You're not. You're just not. It's Jover for you.
No,
It's Jover for all.
association.
Our only chance. We have to lean into it hard. Our only chance at jobs at this point is to become good podcasters.
Okay.
That it's no.
We're already failing at that, so
What do you mean? This has been great so far.
so don't quit your day job.
Why did I instantly die? Wow.
Why can't I read that? I wait 36 shots in my fucking magazine.
Anyway,
Cell phones are
so-
portals to hell. So true.
What? Who said that?
One of the I'm using for these conversation topics because I just figured it would be a good way to come up with topics so far, and it has been. I'm using the Michael Knowles yes or no game cards,
Yeah.
and
I know that.
one of the cards is cell phones are portals to hell, and that is so true.
That
Pierce
yeah.
is gone. I don't know
That's actually just that's straight facts.
I
Pierce
straight
is
up
dead. I don't know what happened to him.
okay, and then saw immediately like trench warfare in someone getting blown up.
Pierce
So
is gone.
yeah, I agree. Now, can we talk about how fucking YouTube is just stopped giving a shit?
We can talk about whatever you want. This is a free flowing conversation.
Okay, I wanna bring this up. I remember my point that I was gonna actually do from earlier is that I believe that Twitch fucking sucks and that YouTube is marginally better.
No, I
The hot take of the century coming from Duncan.
I completely.
Everyone-
That was the oldest take I've ever heard in my
Yeah, we all completely agree. I think you even brought this up before we started, and we all said, "Yeah, I agree." And then you brought it up again, like, why?
I'm sorry, I just thought that was the thing I remembered to say. Maybe it wasn't. I don't fucking remember.
Yeah, the goal is to pick something that will like it's kind of like the game Split the Room in the Jackbox Party Pack. Is you want to pick something that like half the people will agree with and half the people will disagree with, like hip hop not being art.
I'm bottom gur for real.
What is bottom gur?
Bro,
What do
you
you
were
mean?
there.
What is bottom? You are bottom gur. You are literally bottom gur.
What? What? Ah.
We can't really elaborate on this, but yeah, you were bottom gear.
Oh
True.
yeah, we cannot elaborate on this point.
No, go ahead.
I'm here, you bitch. Where did you go? You turned around. What the fuck? Where did he go?
Was it Duncan
God,
being
Christ.
racist again?
Oh my god,
It was
Chris.
you being racist too.
Hot take: McCarthyism was based and totally justified,
What the fuck?
and did not
This is supposed
No
to
one
be-
knows what that is. Shut the fuck up.
and did not go far enough.
That was just such an oddball
Can you-
take. I don't even
Can you
understand.
elaborate? Can you elaborate?
I don't.
I'm saying that the Red Scare and McCarthyism was based and justified because there really were a lot of communists, and still are.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
If anything, it did not go far enough, and more people should have been dragged out of Hollywood and put in jail.
Real.
Where are you fucking going? Where's the brute die?
Why does the brute matter?
He has a
I think we
brute
should
shot.
Who
bring back
cares?
the Cold War, but rebrand it to the Hot War, and then actually just start bombing Russia.
Fucking imperative.
I agree. We should kill Russia.
Nah, Russia's based.
Just remove everything.
Start actively killing an
Well,
innocent
I
country.
will say this.
Oh my
Russian
God, what the fuck
accent.
do you mean by-
Okay. Here's a question. What's the best sounding accent?
Never mind.
The bet like that. What? Okay, what do you mean by best? Like, do you think? Are you saying? Because there's a difference. Like, okay,
Which
are you
one
saying?
turns you on, Nick?
Yeah, are you saying what accent is the hottest, or what accent is the coolest on a dude?
I guess we can do both. Let's start with which accent is the coolest on a dude.
Answers?
If I had a foreign friend, if you had a foreign friend, what accent would sound coolest? If you could pick one.
That's a tough one. Do you guys have any good answers?
Pretty good.
American.
That's actually really based.
American, because I hate other countries.
Scottish.
Like if I had to have one, that's tough.
And this is basing it off of an accent. I would not use this to make a point for So, for example, if I was picking it purely based off accent, I wouldn't pick an Irish dude, even though I would probably rather have an Irish foreign friend because the Irish are based. But like, I don't think the Irish accent is the coolest accent. You know what I mean?
It's pretty decent.
Oh, no, I don't. Could you elaborate?
No.
Okay.
You guys are gonna crucify me.
You're about to say something
Good.
dumb.
You've already said a lot of dumb shit. I don't know how to
Say
get
it.
words.
I think if I had to have an accent for myself personally,
He's gonna say Indian.
I would want a like posh British accent.
Oh my
Fuck
god.
you. Oh, wait, I know why. Winston Churchill. No, that's okay.
We love Winston Churchill. Oh gosh, so
If it's
based.
purely off of Winston Churchill, I will agree with that.
Winston Churchill is actually such a Giga Chad.
French fucking people.
No. Winston Churchill, J.R.R. Tolkien, and G.K. Chesterton all justify the posh British accent.
Found 3 good people out of Britain.
Okay, well, they're cooler than we'll ever be, so, like, silence.
There are
would not pick a
millions
British
more
accent.
based Americans than them.
No, okay. The British used to be based. England used to be
I
based.
don't give a shit. They're cringe.
No,
They're
what the fuck do you mean by that?
they're cringe now. They were based back in the day when they were colonizing other countries. Colonial England is so epic. We love colonialism, don't we, folks?
No.
You're just
Yeah.
fucking romanticizing the cat.
Colonialism is Chad.
What I'm saying is that modern England is soy, and that's why we hate the
You're
British accent.
romanticizing the past.
Yes,
For real?
literally, yes.
Okay.
Oh, they're cringe now.
Okay.
They're cringe now.
Okay, I know.
The past.
I remember. Yes, literally. I know. Romanticization of the past is the historical norm, not the exception. Saying that
They're
the
not in the past.
On your
So why
house.
would you want to like be cringe?
because I want to take inspiration from men who were greater than me from the past. Every generation has done that. Napoleon did that.
Fucking
You have
failed.
been propagandized.
Napoleon literally did this when he took over Europe. He was like, I want to be like Alexander the Great, which is so based and so
By the
true.
way,
Napoleon is
by the
fucking
way,
cringe, and they're even worse.
No, we love Napoleon. Napoleon is a Giga Chad.
Napoleon was the most based Frenchman to ever exist.
It's actually so true. Okay, you have been psyoped by the French Revolution, and I can't help that. I'm sorry to hear it.
I want to fucking bomb your house.
The French Revolution.
My favorite song is literally about that.
Yeah, the
French
French.
Revolution is why we exist.
The French Revolution is literally satanic.
Real.
Bro, legitimately, like my favorite song for a long ass time is about the French Revolution.
Okay, and one of my favorite songs of all time is about the devil. That doesn't mean I like the devil.
Yeah, it does.
No, it doesn't.
It means you know a lot about him, and you do.
Yeah, because I'm a Christian. Of course I know a lot about it. What do you mean? Shut up. Tridecast, stay winning. Aethicels cope.
Fuck you.
Oh shit, that's a Marine.
You, unironically, I don't say this lightly, need to leave.
Shut up.
I kind of forgot what we started out talking about. Oh, yeah, accents. Okay, wait. Okay, now. Wait, Michael, you need to give your response. And okay, Landon gave his response, Duncan gave his response, I gave my response. Okay, you need to give your response, and then we need to go on to what accent is the hottest on a woman.
American.
I would pick American, yeah.
No, Michael, you need to answer yours on the first category first. What accent would you like, Michael?
Southern American is the coolest.
Fuck.
Grenades in there.
Wait, I can shoot.
I think I kind of
Wait, sorry, good.
fucking.
Captain Still
We don't know the fucking one person.
And
What?
Just kind of
A One Piece?
Shut the hell. It's not a
Can
German
you go
accent.
any faster, you slow-brained piece of shit?
German accents kind of go hard.
That's
Yeah,
kinda
German.
cool, yeah.
You're gonna go German?
Sound angry.
Yeah, that's kind of based.
Well, no, it's just when they're talking normal. No, like English. In English, when Germans speak. And it's not like a super heavy accent.
Oh, okay then, yeah.
If they have kind of a light accent, they sound like overwhelmingly friendly, which is cool.
Yeah.
Okay, so now we're moving on to the second. And also, Duncan, I may change my answer because I would either want posh British. I forgot that I could choose that too. Is like refined Southern plantation owner Southern accent is also super based.
Absolutely choose that in a heartbeat, dude.
Can you please change it to that?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with that one actually.
I'm so
Thank you.
glad you heard me say that take because I genuinely thought that like nobody else would agree with that.
No, that
So-
accent goes so hard. That's what I want to talk like. Okay, you know the guy in Princess
Huge for the program.
in one
Huge
of
for the program.
in one of the best animated Disney movies, Princess and the Frog, the plantation owner in the white, that guy, I want to talk exactly like him. I want that accent. That's the accent that I want.
Real.
All right. Anyways, now on to the next topic, which is what is the hottest accent on a woman?
Which is fair, I guess.
If
What?
I had a girlfriend,
the sniper.
and I want, oh shit. If
What's
I had
the
a
monkey?
girlfriend and I wanted, and like she was foreign, you know, I think you're getting fucked in the ass right now.
Holy shit.
You know what? You guys go first. I'm like focusing here.
Okay. Landon, what's your take?
Where
What?
is he?
What's the hottest accent on a woman? We're going on to the next one.
America.
That is such a cope answer. Such a cope.
I fucking hate other countries, so I don't care.
That's the reason it's based though. That was cringe in a based way.
No, it fucking wasn't died.
No, hatred of other countries is based, but it was a cope answer because it was like, I just want like just generic.
Yeah, but answer the question like a normal person.
Exactly.
What the fuck?
Okay, what's your answer?
And if you-
What's your answer,
I mean,
Michael?
hell, you just pick Southern accent. We have accents in America.
I'm not gonna pick. I would not pick Southern accent. Still, that's still kind of
Yeah,
lame.
No,
No,
not
like
a
one of the
woman,
sweet.
no.
Okay, if you
Not
did
a
go with
woman.
Southern accent, it would be like the sweet farm girl accent.
It's just like
No. No.
Nah, French.
I
It's not my
I
answer.
can.
French.
You said French?
aggressively country. I
French,
don't want that.
French is pretty good, but honestly, like, I like French. I think a French accent on a woman would be good. A Russian accent on a woman would be good.
Dude,
Oh, fire.
I was
I think I would pick Russian. I think I would
I
pick
mean,
Russian.
you just sound bad. You
Dude,
don't even have an answer.
like,
You just sound bad. That's the reason.
like a month ago at my job, a French lady like started speaking like a customer, and I was just like, dude, keep talking. Like, please keep asking me questions.
I changed my answer. I changed my answer for the men.
Okay, what's
Morgan Freeman.
that? Okay, that's pretty base actually.
I fucking love him, guy.
Well, if you can pick a specific person, then you gotta then that changes the entire question, because then you could also go like Patrick Stewart. Like Patrick Stewart accent goes so hard.
Well then, yeah, just do that then.
I would just stick with the generalized like.
Fuck you, Morgan Freeman. He is my people.
No. Yeah, because you're.
Yeah.
I can't make that joke.
Oh no. Oh gosh.
Christ.
Ah.
Holy actual fucking shit. Why are you here?
You are the minority, Michael.
You need a look.
Everybody knows this. Everybody knows this.
So okay, Landon, if you're gonna say American, can you at least pick like a particular type of American accent and not just go like American?
No.
Okay. You're just going Missouri, like Missouri accent. That's so lame.
I feel like Landon's dream girl has the personality of a plastic cup.
That's kind of facts.
I don't usually agree with the racist one on this case yet.
Well, it's because he won't like give up any sort of information that is interesting. He's just like
No,
American.
Wind Waker. I'm for real.
You need to leave.
He's protecting his
Holy
livelihood
shit.
in his future right now.
No, we've already said some sus things.
I'm straight up playing The Legend of Zelda: The Wind Waker for real.
Oh my god, I'm dead.
Wind Waker, I hardly know her.
Okay. Okay, buddy. Okay. Mm-hmm. Yep. He said those words in that order.
Late night,
You're the one who needs to leave.
come home. Why would I leave?
I don't know.
Because you like.
All right, Michael.
Better question.
Michael, why don't you choose the next topic?
Fully.
What?
We didn't even answer the question of like what accent we like on females.
I did already. French.
It's stuck.
Okay,
Yeah,
you
I
like
said-
French. Don't get
I said-
racism.
I said Russian.
Landon said American, which is the lamest answer in the history of answers.
I said Russian, you dumb bitch.
Oh, okay. That's kind of based.
I guess
That's very based, actually. I'll give you that one. That's based.
Finnish, Russian accent, Swedish.
I think I shot you with.
Not like a happy-go-lucky Swedish, but like.
Nope, that's why there's a sniper.
Ooh, I see him.
Can we answer the opposite question too? What's the most off-putting accent on a woman?
Indian.
India? Really?
Yeah.
Indian or
Well, no, that's more off-putting on men.
Yeah, that's true. That is that
Yeah.
I would agree with Michael. That's really off-putting on. I don't find it off-putting at all on women though. I think that's. I think it's not like
Women.
it's not like a big dub, but it's like, you know.
No.
No.
Maybe I'll. I don't know. Some
I'm
Asian
gonna choose
accents are.
Aussie. I fucking
Some-
hate Australians.
You hate Australians?
Well,
How can you hate Australians? That is the weirdest take of all time.
Their accent sucks. I don't fucking care.
What do you mean their accent sucks?
I think their lawmaking is terrible.
Put a trip on the bobby. Shut the fuck up.
What the hell is that?
Kill yourself, Australia.
Why do you hate Australia?
What is happening?
That is the wackiest take of all
What,
time.
is this? What do you mean by I hate Australia? It's literally not even that bad.
They're
Like the
fucking
country's
upside
kind of
down.
the
They're upside
country's
down.
trash. The country's trash, sure, but like Australian accents are based.
Yeah, the Australian accent goes so hard. I've had enough of this anti-Australian slander.
For real.
Oh, I got
We
sniped.
love our Aussies.
We love our
I'm
Aussies.
just gonna take the most aggressive take possible.
Aussies, if you're watching, we love you.
I think the most off-putting like accent on a
If
female would
Australians are
either.
watching, I'm gonna fucking like ban their country from viewing.
You have no power. You have no power here.
No, I do. I'm a co-owner of this channel. I can fucking block that country.
I'll re-upload it on my channel so that the Aussies can watch because I love them. We love you, Aussies.
Copy strike you. I'm gonna copy strike your ass.
Can we do a stream where we just play Halo but we speak in Aussie accents?
No.
Right.
No.
That stream goes hard. I'm down to do that stream.
Fucking die. That's not even a joke.
No.
Hey, stop, back up.
Hatred of the Aussie accent, if anything, I think is a sign of low IQ.
He's dead.
Okay. Fucking
They're
different
fucking
topics
bottom.
because Duncan
Second one, holy
continually.
shit! There's like 3 of them.
Duncan and somehow Landon are getting continually more hostile towards other countries.
Okay, listen. Shut
Yeah.
up, Michael. Nobody
I
cares.
actually have no ill will towards any country.
Oh
I
my
just think it's really
fuck.
funny.
I have ill will towards many countries.
But like, if
I have-
anyone, if a future employer watches this, which I don't expect them to do that, but if they do, holy shit, we would never have a life.
I don't like Zelensky.
You think that my employer's gonna like Australia? No, they're gonna be based like me.
Okay, I think the most off-putting accent on a woman would probably be either like
British.
an Asian accent or British accent.
Wait, Asian accent? Really?
That's true. It's British.
Asian accent. I think it depends on which one. Specifically Chinese. You know.
Oh my gosh. What? I have serious doubts that you could even distinguish a Chinese accent from like a Japanese accent. Like serious
Because
doubt.
One sounds a little too suspiciously like anime, and the other one.
No!
He can because he's a fucking weeb.
He did not just say one sounds suspiciously like anime. That is the worst sentence I've ever heard spoken. You be ashamed of who you are.
Please do be ashamed of who you are.
Nah, but honestly,
Holy
I don't think-
crap.
I think the most off-putting would probably be
No, you don't get enough names.
Canadian accent.
What?
Oh my god, Minnesota, so true. I fucking hate Minnesota.
No, dude, no, this sounds weird, but I really love Minnesotan accents on women.
You
A lot.
are a low life.
I think it's so charming. I think it's just like this little charming, like.
No.
Well, I think the state is charming. I don't think the people are charming. Dude, I think the people are stupid, but I think like
What? Why?
I think the state looks.
Hold on, okay, Michael. I need your input on this. Why do they hate Minnesota so much?
I don't fucking know, dude.
Yeah,
I
it's.
don't know why you guys hate every country.
Because they're not us.
It's not a good season.
I'm being sniped. Holy fuck.
What's the reason that he gave? What was the reason?
They're not us.
Oh, that's actually kind of fair. I'm gonna give him that one.
Fuck you.
That's kind of facts. They're not us. That is a good point.
Based as us.
I'll agree, I guess.
That is a good point. They aren't us, which is kind of a problem. But like,
I think that's the problem with most people. I think that's the problem with most people is that they aren't us. I think more people should be like us.
true.
No, I don't think they. No.
Well,
I actually have a hot take. I have a hot take real quick. I believe more people should drunk drive.
oh, so true, so true.
We've been hearing it for years. It's the drunk crashers. It's the drunk crashers.
Exactly.
It's literally me.
Wait, you're a drunk crasher?
No, I'm a drink driver.
Oh, good. Good.
In parentheses, I've never had a sip of alcohol.
Yeah, you guys are not party people.
Shut up. You were drinking illegally for like years. I don't want to hear it.
You're literally an alcoholic. You're actually an alcoholic.
I agree.
God.
You're an asshole.
He's an alcoholic, and worse, he's rationalizing his alcoholism.
Yes.
Landon?
Me.
Oh, you.
Fuck you, dumbass.
Michael, you dumb.
Get the alcoholic right,
Michael,
okay?
you should kill yourself.
Well, there is an argument to be made. So
Real fast.
the only thing about
There is an argument to be made that he should kill himself. Alright, let's do this. This is the next topic. Why Michael should kill himself.
well, okay,
Michael should kill himself because he's soy. I'm dead.
the slight defense of Michael I will provide is that alcohol sort of is right wing inherently.
Yeah, that's true.
Huh?
Yeah, alcohol is right wing.
Bro,
Weed is left wing. Alcohol is right wing.
That's
actually, I
so true.
completely agree with this.
What do you say? What do you say, Duggan? Or what do you say, Lennon?
I completely agree.
It is just a fact. Alcohol is in fact right wing, and weed is left wing.
I was questioning you at first, and then I really thought about it. And yeah, you're right.
And that's why I think weed needs to be recriminalized, and alcohol should be decriminalized.
No, I want to control this everything.
You wanna
I
what?
want to fight ibuprofen on those cells, okay?
You
I
wanna?
fucking hate weed. It's so cringe.
It really is. I see. That's the thing. Like everybody wants to get rid of weed because it's like they list all like the dangers and stuff, and it's like I'm not for that. I just think it's gay. You know what I mean?
Anyone that does it is fucking dumb.
Yeah, like I just think it's really cringe. You want to legalize it because paragraphs. I want to legalize it because it's freaking cringe and it makes you stupid.
Paragraphs.
Wine is not bad.
It is. It actually is. It is. It's true.
Wine is Chad?
Yeah, of course.
Wine is Chad.
White women. Shut the fuck up.
No, wine is in fact Chad.
No,
Here's
you're
the
a fucking
alcohol-
white woman. My
Here's the
grandma
alcohol.
fucking
Here's the
cringe.
alcohol based to cringe. This is the alcohol based to
No,
cringe list.
our Lord and Savior liked wine. It's based.
On the side of the base we have wine, right? And then on the side of it's all right, we have whiskey because it's hard, it's American, right? And then everything else that's not like vodka is gay as fuck. Everybody knows vodka is gay as fuck. It's literally foreign.
Duncan. You're my.
I hate foreigners.
As Ron Swanson from Parks and Rec, as Ron Swanson from Parks and Rec, one of the manliest men of all time, wisely said, "Clear alcohol is for rich women on diets."
Yeah.
This being the case, vodka is cringe. I agree with Duncan.
Yeah, real.
Wine is based.
It's not at all good. Also, moonshine and whiskey are so American. For real.
Can we also just have parentheses for this whole segment? None of us have had even a sip of alcohol.
Michael,
Oh yeah, except for Michael because he's an alcoholic. I forgot. My bad. But the baseness of that is outweighed by the fact that you have also had marijuana, which is inherently left-wing and gay and cringe and hippie-ish. You're a hippie. You're a hippie.
yeah, you're fucking
You
cringe.
have a guy behind you, you dumb fuck.
What? Oh gosh, dude.
You're the worst Halo player of all time. This is so true.
You got fucking room to talk. I want to hear it.
You say I got groomed. What the fuck did you just say?
Yeah, Michael, you're a groomer.
Not what he said at all.
Michael, why are you such a groomer?
Only you would want
Such
to groom.
selective
Only
hearing.
you can prevent rape.
Touch grass.
Real. I think we need to take Michael golfing again because I don't think he's been permanently revoked as a KFC bro, hasn't he?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Okay.
Michael, what'd you do?
I don't fucking know.
You did something really cringe last time.
Yeah, it was because he fucking held us up.
What?
He held us up.
How would he held you up?
So we texted him ahead of time, and it was
Oh yeah.
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Michael tends to do that.
I did that one fucking time.
Bro, I can't even defend you.
On the plans.
The number of times I've had to knock on the door and bother your poor mother because you couldn't get out of bed
Was it that?
is 87 times.
Okay.
It's probably because you're an alcoholic and you're having severe hangovers all the time.
I'm gonna fucking.
It's actually probably the weed. The weed's probably doing it. It's making him stupid.
His brain is fucking rotted.
Yeah, because of all the weed. All the marijuana.
Real. How the fuck do I get up here?
As Hank Hill once said, it's all part of the marijuana poisoning.
Okay.
God damn it, Bobby, I'm gonna
Oh, no,
fucking
you
kill
never-
you. Bobby, you're a little piece of shit.
God damn it, Bobby.
Dude, I feel... That's what I'm going to start doing. I'm going to start Hank Hill maxing.
I don't.
I'm going to use... I'm going to start using Hank Hill from the hit show King of the Hill as a guide for who to be. I'm going to start using Hank Hill as my father figure. Yeah, this is going to work out.
Game, get off the
He's your nominee.
Explain to me why that would be a bad decision.
Because you're doing it.
He's a fictional
like-
character.
But he's
I feel like
based.
Hank-
That's it.
Listen, I feel like the reason that Hank Hill is so based is he's exactly like the classic Southern plantation owner. I mean, he's so.
Not even a little bit, actually. That's...
Not even
Also, he's a better Family Guy than Family Guy.
Well, that's because...
May I ask, what the fuck are you talking about?
May I ask? Good lord.
Would you kindly? Oh, my asshole.
What?
my proof for it is
Bruh.
Case in point, Duncan.
I'm fucking dead. I'm like playing Halo while I'm doing this, so.
Get out of my fucking way!
Uh-huh.
And then we have a friend, Raging, being a little crybaby, being a little piss baby.
Where the fuck
As
is
you
he?
do.
Little,
No.
Webbly Wobble.
Oh
No,
shit!
Pete.
I did
Oh my god,
the
dude.
wrong thing. Oh, my asshole.
I mean,
All right, next topic. Next topic.
Okay.
you like men.
We gotta get back on the. We gotta get back on the grind.
Got it. That was one sniper.
All right, Landon, you haven't come up with a topic yet. I think it's your turn.
Gex.
Shut the fuck.
You can't just say Gex, bro. You can't just say Gex.
Okay.
I can't. Why Gex is the greatest game of all time?
It's
All right.
not.
It is.
I've never. Okay, I really want to play Gex. For real. I actually really want to play Gex.
And we will whenever you guys come up.
I want to play Bubsy, specifically Bubsy 3D.
I can't find it.
Moving up with me.
Same. Oh, I found it one time, but it's for the wrong console. It's like the Bubsy collection, and that's like stupid, and I don't care. I need the OG console. Yeah.
We need to play it on original hardware.
With a real Bubsy, please stand up.
Shut the fuck up.
No, that's so true. That's so true.
I was scared the boys would not get that reference.
I'm so happy that you did that.
Once again, nonsense.
No, that's real.
What do you
just
mean
move a lot
nonsense?
all over.
It's a clear reference.
Just unironically go, you don't get to F me. Yes, I do. It's just nonsense.
It's not nonsense. It is a reference.
I know what the reference is, but it was nothing.
Okay, what's the
There's nothing
what's the reference?
God, shut the.
You don't know the reference. You don't know the reference.
You're so clown-filled.
Specifically, which
Stuck.
It's fucking fine. It's pop. I don't give a shit.
hip hop artist? Which song?
Yeah, which one?
What's the original line? What's the original line?
By the way,
He doesn't get it.
By the way, is the only good one. By the way.
That's real. And never mind. I'm not gonna say that.
No, don't elaborate on what variable about this individual makes it the quote unquote one good one.
Probably not podcast worthy. Well, I mean, it was worthy of being said, but not on the fucking.
No, it was not. Shut the fuck. Please.
Go ahead and say it, Lennon. We all know what you're thinking.
Coincidence that Eminem's the best whenever he's white.
Yeah, exactly. I knew that was where that was going. I knew it.
God damn.
My career is over.
It makes you wonder if it's such a coincidence. It makes you wonder if it's such a coincidence, you know? It's like,
Fleetwood Sack.
what? Fleetwood Sack? What? What?
Yeah. What do you mean? What? God damn it. Fuck this game, dude. I'm so bad. I'm so shit at Halo 3. It's not even funny.
I agree.
Alright, new topic. Let's play it. Pick a card, any card.
Third one. The third
So
one.
here's a question. What games? Okay, actually, you know what? I want to talk about Pikmin. Fuck you all. I want to talk
Oh
about
my god.
No,
No one
not.
gets the solitary fuck up.
You.
I like Pikmin.
You guys can suck my nuts. We're gonna
Okay,
talk
you
about
can do this, but I'm gonna go to the bathroom. I'm talking about it.
Yeah, that's fine. So, I want to talk about how I need to get like the entire Pikmin collection, like when it all comes out.
Physical?
For physical copies on the Switch, because they're releasing like Pikmin 1 and 2 in September, right?
This is an objectively bad topic because no one except me and you care, so this is just gonna be like a
Well, you know what? That's
non-starter.
why it's good, because now we don't have to listen to Michael, and Landon is Landon.
But I want to listen to Michael and Landon.
You're usually not invited. Things okay?
Keep up invincibility.
Because you're good.
Alright,
Anyway,
My screen.
what the fuck? What is he doing?
alright, while he's distracted, next topic. Pornographers should be rounded up and imprisoned. Agree. Agree. If only that. If only that.
I think Playboy is the worst thing to happen to society.
That's not true. Playboy is cringe, but online pornography is significantly worse.
Oh yeah, well, that's true.
And yes, they should be rounded up and imprisoned, if not worse.
I'm so glad you're not a politician.
I think we can all agree with this statement.
You would
I think-
really just for like 5 seconds.
What do you say?
Yes.
No, I'm correct on this point, and you know it.
No.
Yeah.
Why are you saying? You're saying no because you want to jack off, Michael.
That's actually facts.
You want to jack off.
That is
You
facts.
want to jack off. You want to jack off. You
What?
want to be your meat.
What?
You want to be your little chicken. Fuck you.
What? Why'd you wait for the countdown? You like kissing. You like men. You like men kissing.
That
He brought up the topic of Pikmin, and I was like, this is an objectively bad topic because only me and you care about it. And so I brought up the new topic of pornographers should be rounded up and imprisoned. And I said, yeah.
Like, that would be a bad idea. That's kind of a Hitler.
No. Oh my gosh, bro. That is so cringe. Westerners need to, I'm begging Western men to learn more than 2 things about history. Every Western man only knows 2 things about history, and it's Little Wee Hitler and the fall of Rome, and that is all they know. And so they will just find a guy found a thing that's objectively terrible for all of society, and he wanted to imprison the people that are using it to subvert Western values. Literally Hitler. It's just exactly like Hitler. It's like, that is so cringe. Shut up. Yes, they should be rounded up and put in prison. And drug traffickers should also be rounded up and put in prison. That's also not like Hitler.
That one makes sense.
Yes, so does somebody who's literally collectively psyoping 11-year-olds into watching like terrible content that's rotting their brains. That is also based. Put them in prison, if not worse.
We should hunt down cartel members and slaughter them all.
Yeah.
Like cattle.
Yeah.
Wasted my last shot
Like
putting
cattle,
it in
so
your back.
based.
Yeah.
That's sad. Words have been used.
No, not the fucking thing.
Yeah, true words.
I don't understand how that is any different. People who make content that is destroying the brains of our youth,
Should play a different game.
they should be in prison just as everybody else should.
Too fucking distracted. Can't be
Michael,
playing
you're
this
just
little
addicted.
legendary
You know what?
wasn't-
You're indoctrinated.
Facts. Actual facts.
I just thought you would like playing on a harder difficulty. I'm sorry.
You wanna get
Alright.
you wanna get rid of something that's actually destroying the dopamine receptors and causing erectile dysfunction to go up by 1,000% in the past 60 years? When did we hit what?
Fucking hell.
Okay. I'm dying. Well, I'm dead now.
Okay. Wait. I just thought of a really good topic.
Yeah.
Okay. New topic. Which generation of people is worse? Millennials or boomers?
Boomers.
Yeah.
Don't know.
Millennials
I
are just
want to
boring.
say
Boomers actually fuck things up.
boomers kind of caused the whole thing, but I do want to say that well, I do think boomers are probably worse. I want to say that millennials aren't far off. Like, they really aren't. They're pretty close.
The reason a millennial exists is because the boomers handed out participation trophies.
Dude, millennials are just not funny.
Boomers
That's
caused
like the one
every
character.
downfall of humanity.
Look, so I agree that boomers are worse, but millennials are overrated. Which I know what you're thinking. Like, how could they be overrated? Everybody hates millennials. Yeah, I still don't think they get enough hate. Because okay, objectively speaking, I think boomers did basically wreck all of society. However, when a millennial speaks, it makes me question my stance because I cringe so hard every time they say a stupid millennial thing that it almost makes me reevaluate my take just based on how cringe what they say is.
Play multiplayer again?
When I hear the dialogue for the game High on Life, it makes me physically recoil. My skin crawls.
Fair enough. I do that.
Millennials should not be allowed to write any form of entertainment.
Oh my god.
And you hear the dialogue of what?
The game High on Life.
Is that the
That
fucking
or
one?
just The Last of Us,
Oh wait, no.
the newer one, sucks.
It's
And
so
also, what's the other one?
it's so
Life
true.
is Strange, like the ones that came after the first.
Oh my gosh, bro, it's so over.
It is actually over. I changed my opinion.
Millennials are way more cringe than people think. I agree.
I hate millennials so much. Boomers are worse. I will grant you that. Because
Okay,
they
at
wreck
least
things.
it's people who try to. It's the older people who try to use millennial and Gen Z humor. Those are the worst.
I actually still prefer those to actual millennials.
Okay.
Millennials make me physically repulsed. They make me sick to my stomach.
Hello, fellow kids.
Well, okay, it's because millennials are infantilized. You can tell that because all of their hobbies are just media consumption.
I like infantile.
They have nothing. We know you do, Michael. They have no personality beyond the media that they consume, and that is why they act like they do. What?
That doesn't tantalize me.
Yeah,
That's the only reason the Harry Potter fans exist.
that's why it made it so and big surprise, most of them are millennials. That's the reason why what you just said was so sus. Infantilization basically means to make someone more childlike. So like they're infantilized
Oh,
in that
Jesus Christ.
they act like children. And you just said I love infantilization, which is kind of
I said I liked the word and how it sounded. I did not.
you better start with the whole no wait.
My Michael Christ. You claim to not be sussy, but yet.
Shut the fuck, please.
It was a really unfortunate thing that you just said. I thought that you knew what it meant, and I thought that's the joke.
Take that out of context, my life is ruined. No, I feel like that could be said for most of anything that has been said.
Oh my god. How do we feel? Oh my god. Holy fuck. Turrets. Here's a question. How do we feel about Gen Xers?
We love Gen Xers. I love Gen Xers.
Gen Xers are kind of based. I'm not gonna lie.
No.
Yeah, we love Gen
I have
Xers.
parents that are Gen Xers,
You're just
but, like,
boomers.
Gen Xers are pretty shad.
We are
Gen Xers
literally
are
the
not-
boomer generation.
No, they're
Oh.
not.
Yes,
We're
we are.
fucking stupid.
No, wait, wait.
No.
Michael's getting confused. Gen Xers aren't us. We're Gen Z. Gen Xers are like our parents.
Yeah,
Oh.
we hear that.
Okay,
Yeah.
well, they also were fucked up. Dude, it's just been one fucked up train.
I don't know, bro. Movies that were around back when Gen Xers were like the dominant class are kind of base and pretty
Here's
epic.
the thing about Gen X that is kind of based is that the baby boomers were not great parents, right? They were like ass parents. And so Gen Xers were kind of left to themselves, and it gave them a lot of really nice like they had more individuality, which made them like not nearly as soy as the modern man. There's this asshole in this corner.
The modern man is like 1 teaspoon of seed oil away from not even being a man.
Yeah,
Real.
we did it. Fucking hell.
One
All right,
teaspoon
let's
of
play a
what you
different
said.
fucking.
Yeah, 1 teaspoon of seed oil away.
Fucking injecting soy in.
Let me in. Oh,
By the bucket.
I hate the Antichrist.
Hot take. I hate the devil.
The Antichrist and the devil are different.
To some, that is a hot take.
True. Neoliberalism really is like basically the Antichrist.
It is wittily hidden of witty.
It's so true.
I am the. You know what? I'm gonna hit the gritty.
You know what I really the
Literally hit the witty.
the lowest form of human intelligence, I believe, like less than an amoeba, is the conservative who says I like amoeba. No.
Nintendo.
The lowest form of human intelligence is the type of conservative that says something like, I'm a classical liberal. Classical liberalism was fine.
No.
You're a
Fuck
brain. The people who say that are brain dead idiots and they should be rounded up too.
Those people are stupid. They don't know what they're talking about.
They
Also,
don't-
I despise Trump now, but that's a political thing, so we probably shouldn't do that. I just remembered that.
You've been psyoped by the Antichrist. Anyways,
What do you even mean? He's literally soy. He's literally a douche.
DeSantis is in fact cringe, and we will remove him. Anyways,
I don't know, bro. Did you see the gas prices while Trump was in office?
exactly.
Oh my
I
god.
kinda.
And he basically word for word, Trump basically word for word described my take on the Russia-Ukraine situation in his recent interview, and I was like, that's so based.
I'm
No
going
wonder he
to
was like, I just don't want people to die.
Exactly, it's so true.
Okay, I'll just play Banjo-Kazooie then.
Zelensky is a cope, and I will elaborate off camera. Anyways,
No, my dad thinks this exact thing, and I kind of want you to elaborate because I'm confused.
okay.
We will just not.
Zelensky is basically a antichrist, a tool of the Antichrist. Let's say, essentially what he is designed there to do is to be a propagator of a forever war. So,
My brother in Christ, it won't be a forever war if fucking Putin just sucks his own dick and gets out of Ukraine.
I hope that I literally don't care. I would rather him take Ukraine at this point.
That is fucking... Man, I hope the evil guy wins because it's more for me.
The conceptualization of him as the evil guy is like that's literally that is straight up a millennial moment. It is literally like, Putin is literally Voldemort and Zelensky is literally Harry Potter. It's like shut up. It is.
My brother.
Do not.
I don't
compare that to
necessarily
fucking
agree with that,
Harry
but that's
Potter.
really
An innocent country because he's a greedy dirtbag. He is literally evil. What do you fucking mean?
I'm saying that the people who are dying in Ukraine right now, they are not dying for their country. They are just dying. It is not. It is.
Ukrainians are dying for the country.
You are ironically engaging in the same type of romanticization as you accuse other people of. You are romanticizing the war, and it is they are not dying for Ukraine. They are just dying. They are just dying. They are losing generations, and it's not going to change anything.
Yeah, Putin fucks off. Congrats.
Oh my gosh, this is it's so soy. It's going to go on for a ridiculous.
People give a flying fuck about the war in Ukraine. Nobody cares. It's literally so worthless. Who gives a fuck?
I've never met well, first of all, the conceptualization of Putin as just being pure evil is already kind of a cope, because one of the problems that caused the invasion in the first place is that NATO kept aligning weapons along Russia's border, and they said stop it or we're going to do something about it, and they were like nuh-uh, and they just kept doing it.
No, they're literal. No.
That happened. That objectively happened.
Invaded Ukraine was because they quote unquote had Nazi, which was the Proud Boys, which we fucking have ourselves. It is such a fucking...
The reason... Bro, they were aligning weapons along Russia's border. They told them to stop because they are a sovereign nation, and they kept doing it. I understand why that happened.
It doesn't mean
I'm not defending Putin, but I'm also not defending NATO. I think NATO is just as responsible for what happened as Putin is.
Oh no, I agree, like wholeheartedly. NATO is like not intelligent. I think like this is another reason why the UN fucking sucks. Real.
And I think Zelensky is clearly engaging in a structure in which he is just trying to effectively funnel money from the U.S. over a long stretch of time so that the war just keeps going ad infinitum.
Because we have a president as
okay.
Just giving him money. That's so cringe.
What benefit does Zelensky, who is in a country less than the size of Texas, have for this war to go on?
Because Ukraine historically has been one of the most corrupt nations in the entire world. There's a reason why Hunter Biden was over there talking about the big guy. It's because it's very easy to funnel money over there and launder it. It's very easy. That's why so many politicians have made personal fortunes in Ukraine.
So you would rather just hand that over to Russia?
Yes.
Because
I don't care. I literally don't care. I care so much more. I care infinitely. I care infinitely more about the lives of Ukrainians than I do about some dumb national border. Like, I just don't care.
If you cared about the lives of Ukrainians, you wouldn't let Russia, who has historically treated them like shit and let them starve, take over.
Why should we?
They're dying.
We have to be involved. Why should we have to be
that is also a very good question.
Why should that matter to us?
Why do you want to be world police? Why do you want to be world police?
My brother in Christ.
This is why the UN fucking sucks. Because that does not matter to other countries. It should not matter.
The anti-colonialist all of a sudden wants to be world police.
If other countries caring about each other, we wouldn't exist. Because France gave us shit to fight off Britain. And then now we exist. If France didn't do that, we wouldn't exist.
What?
Neither did France.
Ukraine will never be even remotely the country that the United States is, because Ukraine, even when Ukraine was sovereign, it was still a bad country.
And you know what?
Ukraine's a new country. What the fuck do you mean?
It's not new. What are you talking about?
Listen, our country and France had a good deal when that was going on. We don't have a good deal with Ukraine if we help them. We get fucked if we help them. It is not worth it. Why should we care?
No, they join NATO and we trap Russia. What the fuck? We get a strategic ally against Russia.
It's just gonna make shit worse.
No, it's not. Okay, also, this is the same fucking argument the president who let Hitler take over fucking 3 countries?
Oh my gosh! Stop saying "When are we Hitler"?
They're gonna stop at
Ah!
Literally,
You're
you're
pussies.
out of the
You're
program.
pussies.
You're
You're actual pussies.
banned from the program. You're a shitter.
Oh my gosh, bro.
Same fucking argument of, oh, they'll stop. Okay, let's
Okay, Michael,
Ukraine.
Michael,
Guess what?
have you, Michael,
The next one,
Michael,
and then the next.
have you not said in the past, Russia is showing how weak it is against like any form of resistance, and now simultaneously they're both super weak to any form of resistance, and also going to blitzkrieg all of Europe. Like that makes no sense. You can't hold both of those views at the same time.
The reason they're not blitzkrieging fucking Ukraine right now is because we're helping them.
It's just not. What you have said in the past, and what I think you're right on, is that any amount of like international resistance, Russia is really showing how weak their army is against it, and I think that's completely true. But you can't simultaneously hold that view and say they're gonna blitzkrieg all of Europe and they're going to win. Like that doesn't make any sense. You cannot hold both of those views at the same time.
It's also just factually incorrect because they're getting their asses kicked. Like,
Yeah, and that's why I would prefer to help the Ukrainian people from.
Okay, but have you noticed that we haven't?
Tyrannical dipshit.
Have you noticed that we haven't helped them like actually win? Have you noticed that we've just been giving them enough to keep going, and like how it just keeps going on and nobody actually ever win? It's a forever war. It's just like Afghanistan. It is exactly like every Middle Eastern war we fought. It is a way for the United States to fund its war machine. It is a way to fund the war machine because we have such a massive military-industrial complex. There's a reason why when the Ukraine war started, the military-industrial complex and the various companies that operate in the United States that fund the war machine immediately got such a massive boosts in their profits, and why all the politicians around the time that started investing heavily in those countries or in those companies.
No way, war starts and then war bonds go up.
I'm saying that they're starting these wars intentionally, and the only reason the politicians care about this in the first place is because they want to keep a war going for as long as possible because it is massively profitable to them. There's a reason why politicians that are getting paid $900,000 a year go in and end up multi-millionaires, like 100 millionaires.
Yeah, no shit. That's what. No shit. That's
Yes, they haven't said.
The result Nick, no. Here's the thing. The result that you want is people basically getting thrown to the will of a country that hates them.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's
treated the Ukrainian people well.
That's so much better than them getting mowed down by machine gun fire. Like, I don't understand what you mean. It is.
They are willingly doing. What do you?
Yeah.
The Ukrainian people, despite being outnumbered, beginning at the war outgunned, you should have no morale at all, fighting what should be the second strongest army in the entire world, fight with such vigor and.
But the thing is that they don't have.
You're just like repeating CIA propaganda to a T. Like that is all you were saying. You're spitting out like they are just the unquestionable heroes. That is all they are. It's like It's not a good situation.
Under their own dominion and under the dominion of Russia.
Do you think that the reason why Russia is spending so much resources to get Ukraine is simply so that they can oppress them? Like that makes no sense. That would be the ultimate dipshit maneuver.
Also, they want their land because it's good farmable land. It is the breadbasket of Russia, or what used to be the USSR. That's why they want it. It has strategic value against NATO. That's why they want it.
Who cares? NATO's not the good guys either. NATO is like equally bad. NATO also sucks.
Yeah, they also suck, but they're our suck.
I'm not convinced we're the good guys anymore. I'm gonna be real.
We're not the good. What the fuck? There aren't good guys. We all suck.
They're not good guys. Following the sentence where you're like, they are the heroes. They're outgunned, outmanned, but they're fighting against the power. It's such a cope. It is like CIA propaganda.
Listen. By the logic of there are no good guys, why should we care if two bad guys are fighting each other and they both die? Who fucking cares if Ukraine or Russia loses the war if they're both bad?
I care about negotiating a peaceful solution in which more men from this generation don't have to be gunned down in the middle of wars. I think the best solution right now is for NATO to make some concessions and for Russia to make some concessions so that we can stop men getting gunned down for no good reason. But it's not going to happen because the incentive structure on the side of the politicians is to keep wars going forever.
I think we should just not even be involved in the first place. I think people are way too hung up on it, and it doesn't concern us even a little bit. It really doesn't. Like, I get that everybody's like, oh, but Putin's bad, and NATO good. NATO's not that good. Fuck you. Like, we shouldn't even care. It doesn't matter to us. Why should it matter to us? Why?
My brother in fucking Christ. For the same reason it shouldn't have mattered to France to help us. The same reason it shouldn't have mattered to...
They didn't have a moral obligation to help us. They did that because they saw, ooh, money. Ooh, this is good for us. Ooh,
money! Get away.
They did not have a moral obligation to help us. We do not have a moral obligation to help them. We don't.
We have a pretty good obligation to help them from a... Again,
on what ground?
if we just
on
if we ignore the politicians who want this to go on for a long time...
You can't ignore that, though. Why would you...
Political bullshit?
Ignore that. We cannot ignore that. That is literally the source of the problem.
My guy really just said ignore the one of the most major fundamental characteristics of this issue.
Source of the problem. Yeah, we can't fucking ignore it. That's literally where the problem originates from.
The problem also originates from the greedy people in Russia who are trying, or not even people, the government in Russia, who is continually invading their neighbors.
I don't think that anybody is saying that Russia's the good guys, but what we are saying is that just keeping this war going for a million years is also not the solution, and that is what they are going to do. Michael, I'll just give this prediction right now. Unless something like crazy wacky happens, this war is going to keep going for like an absurd amount of time that is not necessary. Like I would bet money on that.
People are going to die for no reason.
Yeah, of course they are. They're going to keep dying.
For literally no
because
reason.
No one has
going to be at this stalemate the whole time. Nothing's going to actually happen.
People are going to keep dying for no reason because nobody has any cultural memory. Because back when these Middle Eastern wars were going on, everybody thought there was a good reason for them happening until they realized 20 years have passed and now men are going off to die in them that weren't even alive when the conflict started. But everybody thinks.
Okay, Nick. The difference here.
There is no difference. It's just that it's happening right now. That's the only difference.
Nick, no. The difference is it's two formal countries. We went into a country and tried to impose our ideology on them, and they didn't want it. The difference is Ukraine wants to be sovereign. Ukraine doesn't want Russia taking their land.
I don't care. Who cares?
The war ends when Russia stops invading them,
or when Russia wins. And to me, I don't care. The only thing that I care about is that men stop dying.
Nick, they won't stop dying. If Russia
they will.
Many more men will die.
You have no way of knowing that. You just have you're just speculating. What I'm talking about is the actuality that they will continue to be done down.
Let them die as opposed to like go with
You're the one letting them die. You're the one saying, give your land, give your lives.
We should stop this because this podcast is becoming just about Russia and Ukraine, and that's not what we should be talking about. Okay.
Autism.
Next topic. Oh, this one's interesting.
He's already left. I don't even know where the fuck he went.
He left a long time ago.
I just found a fucking like news article that says Secret Service confirms cocaine found in the White House.
That is, you are Internet Explorer. Actual Internet Explorer. Yeah.
No way the rich and powerful have cocaine. No fucking way, dude.
That's so funny.
The president and his son are drug addicts. It's whatever.
Real. Wonder what else I have.
You don't have the right to kill yourself. Ooh, that's an interesting one.
Don't have the Jesus Christ. Can we spicy?
Yeah.
Honestly,
I don't think you do.
Just to close off the whole thing is,
yeah, I'm gonna say you do not have the right to kill yourself because your life and soul are not yours.
Wait, really quick, just to close off the last topic because that was abrupt. Neither one of us really know shit.
I mean,
that's
kind of a cop out.
Furthering the point of why should it matter?
Maybe you don't.
Furthering the point of why should it matter?
I made zero argument. I'm clearly the expert.
Yeah,
Anyway.
we neither of us are military intelligence, whatever. And yeah, that's an appeal to authority, and I blah blah blah. We truly don't fully understand what will happen if Nick gets what he wants to happen, or Russia gets what they want, or Ukraine gets what they want. We don't know the result.
I guess here's the
I
only
think
thing.
it's better if X happens. You think it's better if Y happens.
I'm
we
going to
don't
make
know.
the prediction that in the absence of something completely wacky happening, this is going to be another forever war. And I hope that after this one, if that does happen, that you will be more cautious in like that you'll try to remember that event in the future for like
I
next
do
time
think
you try.
there's a distinct difference with this one because it's two formal countries and not an ideology versus the United States.
We'll
But
see.
if what you said does come to pass, it will be tragic. I mean,
Yeah.
it's not good.
I just
It's a senseless war.
I will admit my bias in that I'm pretty anti-war.
As you should be.
I'm pretty ideologically
As you
anti-war.
should be.
That was a very cold take.
No, but like I mean, I mean,
That's a hot take right there.
no, but I mean like in the traditional sense of like, I'm, like, I'm against a lot of wars that even the United States has historically fought, but has tried to justify in the minds of its citizens. Like,
Yeah.
I
I understand that. Yeah, I guess my thing is I don't think it will stop if we do just let Russia. Like that's my logic there.
I think this is, you know what? I probably shouldn't have compared it to Afghanistan. You're right. I think this is much more similar to Vietnam.
Where it's just gonna, yeah. The only difference, and actually, my grandpa who fought in Vietnam talked to me. The Vietnamese didn't want to really fight as much as anything, as much as say the Koreans, which was another good example. He said the Vietnamese would just give up, and it was only really the United States soldiers fighting in that war. Whereas in Ukraine, we don't even have soldiers. We just give them guns and they fight for themselves.
Yeah, that's the complexity of the situation. But if anything, I think that actually like even more exemplifies the problem because it's like this is almost the perfect war in some sense. Because like okay, so
For the United States, yeah.
yeah, because so the United States, the average United States citizen, right? So I'm just gonna have to be I'm gonna have to be mean here. The average United States citizen
Stupid.
knows virtually nothing about politics and has virtually no historical memory. So that being the case, the only thing that appeals to them are like appeals to things that are like really close to home. And so like I would make the argument the only reason why we were like even able to get out of Afghanistan or like the only reason why we were actually able to sort of gain an anti-war sentiment with any of those wars was because we could always make the appeal of like United States citizens are dying. But now what we can basically do is we can have the war machine produce an infinite amount of weapons and make an infinite amount of money for politicians and give that to foreign soldiers. And because they're not United States citizens, people don't care nearly as much, even though they are still human lives and they should.
Yeah, no, I kind of agree with that. It's just, I don't think it will end if Russia does get their way, is the thing.
I don't think you have anything to worry about because I don't think it's going to end either way. I think it's just
I don't
not.
think they will.
I think it's just not going to end.
I don't think, like, realistically, it's either going to end up the way you're saying, and it's just going to be a war that stretches on for eternity, or it does end, and then I'm guessing it will. I mean, we almost had it end with Wagner nearly cooing Putin off the throne.
Yeah, I kind of think that was a psyop, though. I think that was like a. A Western propaganda tactic. I think it's kind of like the Ghost of Kiev.
Yeah.
Where it's like, oh, we almost got him. We almost we got Putin. It's like, yeah, not really.
Anyway, next topic.
Yeah.
All orgies are at least somewhat gay.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is just an objective reality.
What was the one that you brought up?
What was that?
What was the one you brought up earlier?
No. Explain it to Landon. He didn't seem to get that one.
No, it's
No, I did, but what the fuck?
No, okay.
No, it's true.
It's
No,
true.
it is.
Go back to the other card that you brought up before that we tried to get to.
Oh, I think we all agree that you don't have the right to kill yourself.
No, you don't have the right to kill
I don't think
yourself.
you have the right to kill yourself either.
That's a hard sell.
I think assisted
How is that a
suicide
hard
is
sell?
murder.
What
I
do you
think
mean?
assisted suicide is murder. I think assisted suicide is murder.
Yeah, it is. It's true.
Isn't it like 99% of people that commit suicide regret it? What do you mean that's a hard sell, Mike?
No, it's a hard sell because if we're just going with the just broadest definition, then like hospice wouldn't exist. Like if you're just old and crotchety and dying, I think at that point
That's not
you should be
suicide.
able to pull the plug. No, it's suicide because you're killing yourself. You're choosing when you die.
So like you mean like
So
if someone's like comatose?
Yeah, if you're old and like you're suffering, then I think you should
I
be
think-
able to choose.
I think we're talking more like the, because okay, so here's the reason why that's
It's more like
actually.
Canada.
Here's the reason why that's actually different. That's not. I would argue that's actually not suicide per se, is
That's
because
fucking mercy.
it's not that you're actually taking an active role in killing yourself. It's that you're refusing the things that are keeping you alive. So like when we say pulling the plug, what we mean by that is pulling the plug to a life support machine. So it's choosing to not partake in the thing that's keeping you actively alive artificially,
Yeah.
which I
okay.
think is a little different.
But
Because you're still dying naturally, basically.
Yeah, you're dying in a way that you would have anyway. It's just that you're choosing not to partake in something that is going to artificially keep you alive in a very painful way.
That's
Okay,
why I
if
think.
that's the case
That's
we're
why I
going with,
think
then
like
yeah, no.
people who don't go through, who choose not to go through chemo, they're not committing suicide. They're just.
I was
Pulling.
thinking the
Basically
literal
pulling.
definition wise, but if we're going with that definition, you are able-bodied, and you think, oh well, I guess I would fall into that category.
I'm sad.
But
No,
if,
yeah.
if you just go, oh no, XYZ is why I'm sad, and I mean, granted, they suck, and I've been through that shit, but yeah, no, there's always help out there,
Okay,
and you shouldn't commit oof.
so true.
You shouldn't do that.
We love to hear it. Based
Thanks,
Michael
Guard.
take. All right, this is an interesting one. I think I'm actually curious about your guys' answer on this, and I think
Oh, God.
and I think you'll be surprised about my answer.
Uh-huh.
Okay, agree or disagree? I would date someone who is on the complete opposite of me
Yes.
on the political spectrum.
Yes.
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 I would also say yes.
Also say
Yeah,
yes.
that's because you'd fold if a woman simply like touched your fucking leg.
It is so true, and I've said it before, and I will say it again.
I think you
You will-
shouldn't be surrounded by yes people. I think an echo chamber is not good.
I'm physically
I think
repulsed by
that's
people who agree
That
with
is what
everything I
this
say.
is. Not an echo chamber. We are a fucking reverse echo chamber. We are a fucking
We're like
open
We
minded.
fucking disagree on everything, pretty much.
we're a chamber that you say your opinion into it, and then instead of an echo coming back, it just says "screw yourself."
A sock and blast.
It says, you're a fucking idiot.
It says "shove it up your ass." It's like it's like,
Here's exactly why you're wrong, and I might just call you a slut. That's mainly in Duncan's favor, but you know
Yeah,
what?
that's Duncan.
That's Duncan.
Yeah.
I think you're stupid and also an
Yeah, there you go. Wait, did you just?
No.
Please tell me you stopped halfway through that.
Yes, duh.
Okay.
No, he did. He said it all the way.
I'm the guy that doesn't say it. I'm like the one person here that doesn't say it.
Nick.
what? I zoned out for a second because I was looking for another topic.
Okay.
He's zoned out because he was like too busy like fantasizing.
Thinking of racial slurs, yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, that's what I need to find. I need to find me a girl that's more right wing than me.
Unsolved. The Tylenol.
That I want to find. I gotta find a
1982.
gal who I'm the liberal in the relationship.
Could you say the Tylenol murder?
Yeah, I'm reading an article that says Unsolved, the Tylenol murders of 1982.
Oh yeah, the ones where like, isn't that why they have like specific caps for them now? Is because like a guy was
Yeah.
like sneaking poison into Tylenol. Yeah.
What the fuck?
What the fuck? Bro. No, there's a hot topic. Why do people do shit like that? It's malice and meanie. You just murder. For no
Psychopaths.
reason. Senseless murder.
They're mean.
You say me?
No, they're
Did
mean.
you just know that's literally me?
No, mean.
Bro, heard. I mean, technically, is that very much different than the people who are like Patty Bateman, literally me?
Patty Bateman, dude. Okay,
He's
yeah, let's
just
talk
like
about that.
me.
The people who go, it's literally me. I fucking hate those people.
It's so true.
Or do
I don't think
fucking
I've
bigots
seen
by
a
edits
real
of like
life
Patty
one.
Bateman.
I don't think I've ever actually seen that. I feel like it's a fucking online caricature.
I definitely
No,
have
it
seen it.
exists.
It's basically an outgrowth. It's why ideology is kind of poison and is just like a parasite on religion, is because a lot of those groups, like the type of groups that do that, basically what they do is they, instead of like growing in virtue, they just choose to like take a caricature of masculinity and then just become that.
Yeah, no, they don't want to become an actual man and find that out. They just want to become some fucking romanticized image of a man.
I mean, it really is sad if you think about it. Like, basically, what it is it's a fatherless generation, and so what they did was they were just like, well, the image that
What
I've
is it
seen,
then?
the image that I've seen on TV is like this, and so then they just like, I got to become that. That's what being a man is, and it's like that's.
Or
no.
they look up to like idiots like Andrew Tate.
He's the epitome
Fuck
of
that
this
guy.
concept.
Yeah, I fucking hate him. Well, that or just any political host commentator. It's like some people will listen to them like, dude, I agree with that, but then they just let that be their fucking father, essentially.
Here's what you
They
do.
don't think from.
Advice: if you don't have a father figure, Jesus Christ. Okay, next question.
So based.
The Aztecs got what they deserved. So true. That's actually facts. That is
I don't think
facts.
I don't. I no.
No, that's
We don't even
facts.
need to hear. We don't
I
even
think
need to
they're
hear
wrong.
Michael's take. I think
Michael,
it's
your
great.
take is fucking dumb. You're dumb.
They literally were
No, I
cutting
think
people's
they're
heads
wrong.
off and sacrificing virgins. They got what they
Yeah,
deserved.
no shit.
The bitch deserved it.
They did,
The
yeah.
bitch, like it deserved that. Like the ideology of the Aztec deserved that. I don't.
Nope, shut up.
Yeah,
nope.
shut up. They deserved it.
Nope.
Okay.
Shut up.
You're getting shut
No
up.
sympathy. For
Okay,
the
here's
innocent
an
people who were
interesting
part of
one.
it. Okay.
Literally,
Gotcha.
no one cares.
Virtue
Okay.
is more important than freedom.
Virtue signaling.
Not the same thing.
That's not what he said.
In what context do you mean? Does it mean
So
virtue?
what? Yeah, wait. Elaborate on what
He
this
really
means.
fucking just heard a word and was like, "This sounds like this."
It is, yeah, voted the word association game.
Yeah. That's okay.
I think what it means is like the idea of cultivating virtue is more important than having a wide host of freedoms.
Yeah, if you give people too much freedom, they're just kind of animals.
I think that
gotta
is maybe the root of conservatism.
Animals, so true.
I would say if you disagree with virtue being more important than freedom, that is actually just means you're a
Yeah.
liberal.
I would agree. I would agree.
Freedom's okay, but people are kind of dumb.
Freedom kind of mid. Hot take.
I like how if that was just said blanket and someone heard that, they'd think we're just like fucking commies.
Not well. Okay. So the reason why freedom is mid in comparison to virtue is because virtue is the only thing that'll actually make you fulfilled and happy. First of all, and freedom follows virtue, not the other way around.
Yeah.
Like the reason why we're the freest country on earth, or used to be at least, is because the men
real.
who started it were so virtuous. So virtue actually is important.
I think virtue, and especially like your core values as a person matter more than the terms of your freedom, which come with the virtues and the values that you hold. So
I think you need a certain amount of freedom to actually express virtue, but I do think if you have too much freedom,
but I think that
you just-
freedom is reliant.
well, I
on
guess
the
it's a
virtue in and of
balancing act.
itself.
It's like it's like if you have too much freedom, you're just it's like closed-minded versus open-minded. If
Yeah.
you're too open-minded, your brain is gonna fall out. If you're too closed-minded, you're just a brick wall.
Well, and that's also what's important to keep in mind is that like the traditional definition of freedom is basically the freedom to do what one ought. So
Yeah.
like the government shouldn't stop you from doing virtuous things. So like even the traditional definition I think is more correct of freedom anyway. All right, women shouldn't be police officers. This is absolutely the case. This is so true.
Yes.
No,
I agree.
This is
Okay, I
actually
disagree.
this is
So true.
this is facts
How
beyond
dare you.
comprehension. There's no valid argument for why
No,
women should be
no,
police
no.
officers.
There is certain circumstances where having a female officer is an advantage over a male one,
Such
okay?
as such as
Such as when calming down or de-escalating. When calming down or de-escalating, when dealing with certain individuals, females will always get better. For example,
when calming down, bro, they can't even control their own emotion.
Real.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
They can't. They can't. Don't say
Duncan,
they
shut
can't.
the
They
hell up.
can't.
I'm not gonna take anything you say seriously ever. Okay?
guys getting arrested. What'd I do wrong? Nothing. Look, I don't even want to talk about it. I don't even want to talk about it.
No, shut the fuck. Oh my
Oh
god.
my god, no, that's perfect. That's fucking
That's
perfect.
so fucking true.
I think that's a good close. Let's move on to the next topic.
Okay. That was horrid. That was actually atrocious.
Bro, if you
I
resist
think we accomplished something there. I think that was the best discussion of the.
if you resist at all and she has a firearm, that thing is going off. I hate to say it, but it is just it's not good. I mean, think about
females have no trigger discipline.
think about the number of times where they've been reaching for their taser and whoopsies. Anyways,
We're brothers.
water is wet. Is water
Bro, they
wet?
actually shoot themselves before they even like shot a criminal.
I know.
Shut up, no trigger discipline. No one cares.
They need to
You
spend
don't
more
get an
time at the
opinion on
range.
Women have less trigger discipline. I don't want to.
Women have less discipline, period.
Oh gosh, hold on. Yeah, that's true.
You sound like Andrew Tate right now. Shut the hell up.
Well, okay, actually.
Bro, this podcast
You're
cannot be
literally Andrew
released.
Tate right now. You're a fucking wrong
Oh, this is going in. All of this is going in. I do think it is important though, like, and that's maybe one of the problems why Andrew Tate is like kind of fundamentally emasculine, is if there's a
Because of that
problem.
one dance
What do you
video,
mean,
looked like a
kinda?
fucking
What do you mean, kinda emasculate?
No, I
He's
said
not masculine.
I
He's
said-
just a bitch boy.
I said fundamentally emasculine.
Shut the fuck up. Use normal words.
Is that
No, you shut your.
if you're in a
pea
soc-
brain
don't
mouth,
understand the
Michael.
word.
Shut your
Fucking
pea
dumb.
brain mouth.
if you're in a
No, I understand the word. I just don't care. You sound like a fucking nerd emote.
if,
Shut up.
if you're in a society in which there's a problem
Cringe.
with women, then I think as a man you ought to take responsibility for that and say that the reason why women have gotten as bad as they are is because men became non-virtuous and lazy, and they allowed that to happen. Basically, if you're a man, take on as much responsibility as you can. Straws only have one hole.
What? No.
What?
What? Wait.
Straws only have one hole.
Yeah, I guess they are just one fucking
Yeah,
long ass
it's
hole
one long hole.
with two ends.
I've been over this multiple times, and
That's-
I already know that Nick disagrees. And I'm fucking kill him.
Wait,
I'm gonna kill him.
okay, wait, okay. Hang on.
I'm
Wait,
really
you think?
No,
Wait, you think it has
I guess-
two holes?
well. I'm really. I didn't even say I necessarily disagree. I said that it's a very nebulous question, and that I could see the argument for why there would be two holes. In that,
No, they're
if you
fucking dumb.
count a hole as an opening, then straws do have two openings, one on each
It's not-
end.
No, they have one long opening. No, that's
No,
not even
then by
correct. They
that
have
logic-
They have one
long
through
opening.
hole, but they have two openings.
It's two
So then,
openings.
so then
One
Yeah.
let me ask this question.
It's two
This'll
openings to
decide-
the same hole.
Let me ask this question. Would you say the same for like a roll of toilet paper?
No,
Is this
you
kind
want
of the
to
same
know
thing?
why it's one hole? It's because the hole isn't the opening. It's fucking like journey.
Yeah, the hole is the absence of thing.
Well, by one
The
definition,
hole is like literally a puncture in something. If I take a piece of fabric and I poke a hole through it, you
If
wouldn't
I were
count the
to-
space
if I
in
were to look
between.
up-
The
If I were
fabric
to
is two
look
different
up
holes.
the
You'd say there's
definition
one
of a
hole.
I'm gonna look up the definition of a hole right
No,
now.
no, no.
That's gonna.
Here's the thing.
Merriam-Webster.
No, no, no.
okay. Well, here's where it also
Nick,
becomes
Nick,
complicated,
listen to
though.
me. Listen, Nick.
Okay,
Listen to me.
go ahead.
If I take a piece of take one piece of fabric and I poke a hole through it, there's technically a very thin layer or wall between both ends of the hole, but you would still say that's one hole. So if you stretch the hole out,
Well,
it's still one hole. It's just a long hole.
maybe, but here's I think where it becomes complicated. Okay, so if you're digging
Yeah.
and you stop, so you're not digging all the way through the world. If you're digging and you stop, that you would say that's a hole, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so if that's a hole, and let's say somebody else started digging a hole on the other end of the world,
You
and we're
converged to the same hole. It's the same hole.
so once you connect, do you think that becomes one hole? It goes from being two holes to one hole?
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it's
Well, no. Okay.
they're both the same
So
tunnel.
Let me ask this:
A wormhole
if you can, since
It's 2
you're,
points in
since,
space.
if you were to
connected
connect
through a
your
tunnel.
mouth, if you were to connect your mouth to your anus, would you consider those two different holes?
They are, but. Huh.
Are two portals the same portal?
Well, okay, like a wormhole. You don't
Portals
call it
don't exist.
wormholes. It's a wormhole.
Well, they might.
It's a
Worm-
tunnel in
hole
space.
is
They
an
might.
opening.
Because
a hole is
because there
opening
are
or
probably
perforation.
wormholes. Wormholes probably do exist, and a portal is just basically a smaller version of a wormhole. So would you say that the theoretical existence of the portal, would 2 portals be
I'm
one
not
portal?
gonna entertain the fucking argument until I.
I'm just saying.
I don't know, bro. That's kind of a
I'm
low
kinda-
IQ
I'm
trait.
kinda-
Bro can't entertain hypotheticals.
I'm kind of moving towards the side of a straw has 2 holes.
How would
I'm not gonna lie.
how would you feel if you didn't have breakfast this morning?
What?
What?
It's a classic question because once you reach a certain
But it's an opening.
once you reach a certain point of low IQ, like once you reach a certain IQ threshold, people can no longer understand hypothetical situations. So I was making a joke. That's the classic question they ask to determine if somebody's smart enough to understand hypotheticals. Is they'll ask, "How would you feel if you had breakfast this morning?" And people under that IQ threshold say, "But I did have breakfast this morning." And people that understand hypotheticals would go, "I'd feel hungry." And so I was making a joke about you not understanding hypotheticals because you were like, "I won't entertain this until I know portals exist."
All right. Anyway.
Yeah, for your low
Point
IQ.
of hypothetical, because
You're
you
low
know that
IQ.
breakfast exists.
Yeah,
You don't
you're
know
low
that a
IQ.
fucking portal exists.
You're low IQ. No one cares.
Oh my god.
Anyway, next part.
Oh Jesus.
All right. Top or bottom girth? Top or bottom girth? This is really important.
Can you not be racist for
Frankly,
5 seconds?
Hey,
5 seconds.
that's not what this is about. Top or bottom girth? I want to talk about this. Top or bottom girth?
That
Answer the
doesn't
fucking question.
mean anything.
Yes, it does. Answer the fucking question. Top or bottom girth?
Top.
Based.
Okay.
Oh me.
Can you guys think of any ones, or do you want me to just keep going?
Go on another one. I'll think of something.
Let's see. Pineapple belongs on pizza.
No.
It's fine.
No.
I'm
no.
sorry.
No.
And I
no.
think-
No.
And
It's
I think
disgusting.
anyone who just says no
Flaws.
No.
without
Heresy.
understanding that it can be on pizza is just a fucking plot.
I've had
It
it
can,
on
but it
pizza,
shouldn't.
and
It can, but it
it's
should not.
it's
It should not.
immoral. It's wrong.
It's wrong. It's a flawed existence. People who do it need to be killed. End of story. Fuck you. All right.
This
anyway.
proves Duncan has never tried a good fucking Hawaiian pizza.
I've had a
I
good
have
Hawaiian
tried
pizza,
Hawaiian
and it makes
pizza.
me
Wah.
hate Hawaii.
Hawaiian pizza multiple times.
Michael,
and it
you're a
fucking
fucking
sucks.
high
You know what? I'm gonna say it actually. Hawaiian pizza is even worse than pizza that just has pineapple on it because Canadian bacon
Real.
sucks.
Real.
The Canadian bacon Casey's
real,
had sucked.
Real.
Canadian bacon is the
real.
most mid
Canadian
topping
bacon
of
Narrow
all
down
time.
the
It
geographical
tastes
area.
like rubber. It
Keep
tastes
that-
like rubber. It
keep-
tastes like rubber.
Keep that
Rubber.
garbage off my
Rubber.
pizza.
Rubber. It tastes like fucking rubber and anus. Fuck you.
Keep
Moving
that
on.
garbage off my pizza.
Actually, barbecue pizza with pineapple is pretty good.
Kill yourself. Kill yourself.
No,
Now.
that's wrong. You're
Fucking
stupid.
worked with
Fuck
pizza.
you.
Died.
That is literally
Barbecue
the
pizza
worst
goes
take
hard,
of
though.
my- You want to know how bad that take was? That is literally a take that my roommate has.
I fucking
My
tune it
roommate
out
wants.
because I already know I'm about to hear some dumb bullshit.
I
My
would be
roommate
willing.
believes in the fucking take of barbecue chicken pineapple pizza. This is what Michael just suggested. You are literally my roommate. Kill
Oh,
yourself.
right.
Fuck you.
I
That's
would.
really fucking good.
I'm more.
No, it's not.
It is.
I'd be more willing to
No,
entertain
it's not.
barbecue pineapple only because. Okay, so.
No.
Okay, hear me out though. Okay, so the reason why pineapple, the argument that I've heard for pineapple pizza enthusiasts is that it just adds a little bit of sweetness to the pizza. I don't like that
disgusting.
in its purest
That's
form.
disgusting.
In its purest form, I don't like that. However, I do like Kansas City style sweet barbecue, and so adding the sweetness of the pineapple to the barbecue, I could see an argument for that. So I'm willing to accept that as being a possibility.
No.
I can't wait
because
until
it's
you go
still
back and
fucking
edit.
is flawed on pizza. It's still disgusting on pizza. And in a different setting, for somebody who likes that kind of thing, I could understand it. But like on pizza, that makes no fucking sense. That's just disgusting.
Okay, so that is the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my entire life. Because you say you cannot put pineapple on pizza, and you proceed to say, but for someone who likes it, yeah, I get it. So you're fucking stupid.
Yeah, because the people who like it are fucking retarded. That's why they would do it.
Bro really said it should never be on it, but it's okay for people that like it.
Yeah,
Like,
so they
that
can
was the
just
dumbest
live in
thing
their
I've ever
own.
heard.
You know what? I'll bend the knee with Michael. People should live in their own delusions. Makes me.
You are
kill yourself.
delusional, so.
It's the delusional one.
I am
You
delusional.
know, actually, guys, I have an
I'm
idea
correct.
to fix Duncan. We're gonna go to Canada, and
And we're gonna kill him.
2025, and we're gonna get him the nice healthcare
I'm
pack.
gonna fucking snip
Good.
off your balls and put it on my pizza.
Finally. Let's kill
I'm
him.
gonna fucking snip off your balls and put it on my pizza and eat it.
You're gonna die.
That's the gayest shit I think I've ever heard in my life.
Yeah, and
You're gonna put my balls in your mouth.
yeah.
Huh?
No,
How did we
clip
get
it.
here?
Take
Fucking
that
Minecraft
one thing,
achievement
please.
unlocked. How did we get
If we-
here?
What are
if-
you
if we don't
talking
record
about?
anything else, I want that immortalized. Duncan
Anyway,
wants to put his balls in my mouth.
Okay, next question, because Duncan, you've lost. I don't know what to tell you. That was just.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know what.
Fuck barbecue sauce. Fuck pineapple
What?
pizza.
Hold on. What?
Barbecue sauce.
Wait, no, we're not done. We're not done. What do you
This is the
mean?
core-
What do you
This
mean?
is the core of my argument, and the part that I didn't bring up because
Bro.
I knew I was gonna get singled out on this. I fucking hate barbecue.
You are
it.
you are
Let
from
him
the
go.
Kansas City
Barbecue
area and you
I'm not
hate
gonna let
barbecue
I'm
sauce?
gonna kill him.
Trash. I will admit
Dog.
that spicy barbecue sauce is good. But
What?
fucking sweet barbecue sauce is
What?
trash, and I will never be changed on this tent.
That is
I will never
one
be
of
changed
the
on this
most
tent.
soy takes I have ever heard in my entire life.
Sweet and savory food is fucking disgusting.
That is so soy that I almost cannot even believe it.
Your life is forfeit.
Hey, Nick, I hope you know this is your ally in racism. So.
Go
Yeah,
take
no, he agrees.
go take
He
your
agrees with me.
Yeah, it's true. I do agree. Go take your meds, Schizo. Okay.
Please.
All right, here's another question. This one's kind of funky, but I'm curious to hear. I'm sure. I think Michael is going to have a different take than everybody else on this one.
Probably, I tend to.
All right, here's the prompt. Agree or
Mhm.
disagree?
I disagree.
It is
wholeheartedly.
still perverted to quote get kinky with your spouse. So like if you're
What?
married, it's still perverted.
No.
I don't agree.
Isn't that just like personal preference?
I mean.
Well, it depends. It depends, I guess. Like, there are some things you just should not do.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
okay, here's the
I will
thing.
say, there's some things you just should not do, like pineapple on pizza.
Oh my fucking god.
The problem with that entire thing, though, is it's going to be down to preference and what we consider fucking normal.
Yeah, I think that there's a flaw in that, which is that like I would say the baseline response that I would give is that any act that is intrinsically wrong to do does not become right after you get married.
Yeah.
So it's like
I agree with that.
so if it's not if it's not an intrinsically wrong action, then it doesn't become worse when you get married,
Yeah.
or it doesn't become better. So it's like it doesn't. It's kind of a dumb
I'm not
question.
But
gonna
it's
go into,
not
like-
like it's gonna.
I'm not gonna go into like gritty, disgusting specifics, but like
Gritty.
if
Yeah, I'm
you
literally gonna gritty.
shut up. If you like decide to try something out in a sexual experience, right?
Okay, I don't.
I think like I don't think that's a bad thing. I really don't. But like I think there are some like immoral, like
Yeah.
disgusting things that you should never do in any case. And I don't think that like objectively are bad.
Okay,
And I
actually,
don't
no. There's
think-
an easy answer to this.
And I
The-
don't
the-
think
the
those
question
become
is-
good.
No, the question, like, just lawyer it out here, was once you're married, right?
Yeah.
Everything's consensual.
Uh,
we did it.
Well, no.
No,
Yeah.
no. Here, let me finish. Let me finish.
Let him cook.
Let's say you're in a certain areas of the world currently, and a person is not what we would consider an adult. Yes, that's very perverted. You should die.
Yeah, I think that goes back to the point I was making, which is that like, as if the action is intrinsically wrong, then getting married doesn't make the action intrinsically right. But
Yeah, no.
but if the action
marriage isn't a coverall.
but if the action wasn't intrinsically wrong to begin with, then it's sort of irrelevant. You know what I mean? So like
Yeah.
yeah.
It's kind of a dumb question because if it's
That's-
wrong,
that's-
it's wrong.
But I
That's
think
what I'm saying.
I think that's why these questions are kind of good, is because like they're a little bit open to interpretation. So like, yeah, okay.
No,
so,
but if it's wrong, it's wrong. But what can be discussed as what is wrong, that's different between people. But I feel like the thing I said, that's just wrong.
yeah, I mean, well, I think there are some standards beyond just consent that make certain actions wrong, like just inherently.
Yeah, that's
Um,
because you're a fucking
Yeah,
Catholic.
I think it's like if something is immoral, obviously it is wrong, and I think if if you're doing something immoral, even with consent, that's still not right.
Good.
I think I'm on the same train here.
Well, like a good example I would give that I think we could probably mostly agree with, except for maybe Michael, is
Swear to God.
I
Don't
think
touch kid.
like okay, let's say you consent to an action which is both of you consent to an action which is denigrating to your spouse. You both may consent to that, but I think ultimately it is still an immoral action to do. I think you ought not do it if it is in any way denigrating to your spouse.
Yeah,
I
I agree.
I guess that depends. I'm guessing you're meaning certain actions.
Yeah.
Like, I think there's the very obvious if it's harmful or like damages individuals. Yeah, don't do that.
Yeah, but I think that's an example of something that's not like damaging in a physical sense, but it is damaging to the relationship overall, or like damaging to the psyche of the person, even if they like say it's okay.
Yeah, no, because honestly, just because someone says it's okay doesn't mean shit, really.
Exactly, because people are dumb and they don't know what they want.
Or that, and it can just still end up bad. Like,
Exactly.
ooh, I want to do X, and X is like just psychologically fucks you. Yeah, you shouldn't do that.
Holy crap, Michael inches away from discovering traditional sexual ethic. Holy crap, we're so back. We are so back.
Oh, fuck yourself.
Finally, he's not a grade A pervert. Let's go.
That's my favorite category of tweet, is when like a new age like millennial
This
like
is huge for the program.
accidentally
This is huge for the program.
accidentally discovers like the reason why things were going that forever. They just don't even realize it.
Fucking huge for the program.
It's like the monkey experiment.
What?
But like the reverse of that.
What the
What?
hell?
What
Uh-huh.
the
They
fuck
put
are
five
you?
monkeys
No,
in a
next,
room.
next
They
topic.
put five monkeys in a room, or bananas. When a monkey went for the bananas, everyone got splashed with cold water, and they kept replacing the monkeys until none of the monkeys who had been splashed with water are there anymore.
Oh yeah, I know what he's
But
talking
they
about.
still prevent the other monkeys from going for the banana.
Yeah, it's like it was a experiment on like the development of tradition. Yeah, it was.
I've seen that,
Inherited
but
behavior.
plus I don't care.
I could be close friends with a flat Earth believer. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah,
yeah,
no-
yeah,
no
I
problem.
guess.
Duncan, so
I
it's
could
just like
literally make fun of them.
But yeah,
Yeah.
you know what?
It's
I'm
like
close
Duncan.
friends with Michael, and he believes in like wacky shit. You know what? I can be.
don't
friends
believe
with
in anything. You just suck Nick's dick all the time. I don't.
you.
What do you mean?
You believe in eugenics. You believe in eugenics.
One of my most self-destructive behaviors is that I tend to want to hang out with people that I find fascinating, and so I would find a flat earther fascinating.
That's self-destructive.
What?
That's not
I want
self-destructive.
my friendships to be a zoo exhibit.
Well, it's just that like I don't know. I'll elaborate on that off camera later. Anyways,
Are
Are
you talking about the one person who called herself a witch?
Oh no, just like a whole different host of people. If I find somebody fascinating, it's like almost a guarantee that I'm gonna be like, we're hanging out now. That's just happening.
You're doing it.
Maybe not. I mean, it depends. I guess for me, it's all dependent on the judge of character. I guess.
I think
for me.
it's a
That's the
neuroticism.
core. That's the core of my thing. Is if I feel like, despite what they believe in, they're still gonna be like a good friend, like Michael, where he's like a great friend no matter what he believes in. It's the judge of character for me. If somebody with opposing beliefs happens to also have like a really shitty character, then yeah, fuck those people. But like the same goes for people that agree with me. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, it depends more on the person than anything else. It is
Yeah,
kind of sad that Duncan's a racist, but so hopefully he'll get past that.
hey, I'm also a misogynist. You fuck. You gotta get it right.
Okay.
That's actually an interesting question. Do you think you could be friends with an actual honest to God racist?
No,
Yeah, I'm friends with Duncan.
Okay.
he's not.
Of course you can be.
I mean, I guess my example for that would be Darley Davis, who was
Oh, yeah,
a black man
the
who
KKK
befriended
guy?
the leader of the KKK.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's always been my
Yeah.
policy. Is the best way to.
Like I said, it's the matter of the judge of character because let's be real.
You're like a
Racist
fucking
people
violent
these days
racist.
are not going to go out lynching black people, and racist people are not going to go out lynching other races. They're just not going to do that.
They can.
The
They
good.
kind of do sometimes.
The good old
That does
days.
happen still. Maybe not like with a noose,
People that
but
aren't in third world countries don't do that anymore.
isn't there a place in South Africa that's like really racist?
Yeah, that's a third world country, Michael. That's what I just fucking said.
South Africa's not a third world country. But
Oh,
okay.
I didn't hear Duncan literally at all.
South Africa is not a third world country, specifically because it was colonized by England.
Whatever.
Yeah.
I guess
Okay,
that's-
and
that's-
fucking moving
goes,
on.
whatever.
Different
That's
questions.
that's an L
Well,
on my
yes.
part. I didn't know that. That's all right.
The pink
Whatever he
starburst
said.
is the best starburst. No, that's not true.
No.
In fact-
the yellow
Don't
one
even
was
remember
better.
About this
the
question.
The yellow one's lemon, right?
Yeah. In fact, the pink starburst,
that
I would
sounds
argue,
the
is the worst starburst. I really
I
hate
would
the pink
agree.
starburst. The best.
Did you just say that the lemon one's the best?
No, I said
Yeah, the lemon one's the best.
what?
I said the
I don't
lemon
think
one's the best.
I don't think I've ever thought that the lemon flavor of anything was.
Maybe it's just
I
'cause
have.
I really like lemon flavors, but like I love lemon stuff.
The only thing
Yeah,
that
that's
I've
because you're like salt and sour. You're the weirdest fucking person I know.
the only type of thing that I've ever liked the lemon flavor the best of is lemon heads.
Dude, lemon heads
Oh my
are so
God.
good. Lemon heads are so good.
Bro, same with me for lemonade.
Oh yeah, so true. No, actually that's not true because my favorite is pink lemonade.
Isn't that still lemon?
It's like strawberry though. It's strawberry added.
Okay, well it's still.
It's still lemon.
Yeah, but but like the joke is that like if there's anything if there's any like alternative choice that makes it slightly different than lemon, I'm immediately going to pick that.
Yeah, that's true.
Nope.
The best is orange, of most things.
I will agree that orange is the second best in my book.
Orange or blue. Blue is often also very good.
I've been pacing on my tiptoes this
I
entire
don't
time.
usually- Okay, here's a take.
Wait, are you a
that
Chad
I don't know
Pacer?
if you guys are gonna. Here's a take that I don't know if you guys are gonna agree with. I think grape flavors are usually not good. Generally, grape flavors suck balls.
Artificial
they're
grape is pretty
fine.
bad.
I mean they're all right.
I'd always don't. Ooh, that's
It's
a
all
joke.
right.
That's
Overrated
a-
as fuck.
That
really.
leads to a joke I can't say, but I don't eat like most grape flavored parts of like candies.
I remember me and Andy used to have a really good dynamic because his favorite flavor of Jolly Rancher was grape and my least favorite flavor was grape. So I would just be like, I'll give you all the grapes for all your blues.
Based.
You didn't like the blues?
No, well he was like all right with the blues, but he loved the grapes and I hated the grapes, but I never told him that so that he would trade me the blues for his grapes.
Because if he knew, he
Then
would fucking never let you touch them.
well, if he knew, then he would know that my like bargain was not as good because he'd know that I was getting way more out of it. It's good to tell children that Santa Claus is real. Well, he is real, so of course.
He is
Oh, yeah.
real.
Yeah.
He is real.
It's good
He's
to tell.
literally
It's
real.
good to tell children that they breathe oxygen. Yeah, that's.
Exactly.
For real.
I have lost friends or family members due to my political views. Yep.
I can do that
Surprising.
right now.
Surprisingly, not yet.
The Industrial Revolution was a
too.
disaster for society. Yes, obviously.
For real.
We should imprison everyone who drives slow in the fast lane. Oh my gosh, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I've driven for exactly less than a
Followed
month.
by anybody who drives on the shoulder of the highway.
Yes.
Yes.
third
Holy shit,
third
I forgot
lane
about that.
third lane cells.
For people
The
watching
person who
this,
invented the third lane.
for people watching this, we went and saw the Mario movie,
All zero
and it was
of
a
them.
great movie. It was so much fun, and we were on the way back, and this fucking asshole drives like 125 on the shoulder of the road on the right side, right beside us, with a dirt bike in the back of his truck, and then merges into the highway.
He's a dirt bag.
You can almost hear Freebird playing in the background as he passed us.
I'm shocked we didn't get a crash notification. Like, nothing.
Yeah,
There was no
bing.
like.
There's been a crash.
I cannot believe that there was not a huge crash
Michael
site ahead of us.
fucking doxed us. That's so funny.
No, I've done that like 3 times now.
You said the name of the fucking highway.
And after all we've said.
No, I'm specifically zeroing in on Duncan's location. I'm very close to just saying his address.
Okay.
Most
Don't worry, I'm
gamblers.
just making it a pain in the ass for Nick to edit it later.
Most gamblers who quit were just about to hit it big.
That's so true.
That's actually real. That is so real.
I actually completely agree with that. They should keep going, because they're gonna win soon.
This card just says I am an alcoholic.
There's a fucking.
Michael, come on. That you wrote that card.
That's literally me.
That's a masterpiece.
Anyway, next topic.
I have tried the devil's lettuce, i.e. the Haitian
No.
oregano, the
I have
Peruvian
ate it
parsley,
and smoked
etc.
That's because you're cringe.
Cringe.
Okay, I will never understand why people would want to fucking eat it, let alone smoke it.
Because eating it gives you a different high.
That sucks.
You're
I've
a
heard it's like even worse. I've heard it's like even worse.
It's
okay.
better. What the fuck do you mean worse? It's better.
Hippie,
No,
hippie,
okay,
hippie.
listen.
You're very high.
There's-
Either one's
listen,
cringe, so I don't care.
Listen, I've probably told this story before, but like, has anybody ever heard of that story where like this couple had a wedding, right? And all of their food, none of the guests were told this. All of their food was laced with like weed, right? It was all weed food. Nobody knew this, and also they were so stupid that these people smoke a lot of weed. So they were like, well, you got to put in enough that we can get high. Well, you know what? There's a fuck ton of weed in all the food, and there's a bunch of people like getting deathly ill eating it. Like children getting like ill to the point of death eating it.
Yeah, no. If you should not eat more than.
You should not eat it. Period. You should not eat it. Period.
10
It's
mil-
literally
no. I'm saying the reason that's a really bad idea. Most people who have never had anything to do with weed can't have more than 10 milligrams. Those people probably had upwards of like 100 to 500. They were fucking baked.
I just want to send all non-violent drug offenders to prison for like 25 years.
Fuck up. Jesus.
These people.
You know, it's really
need,
hard to tell
like,
when you're being unironic.
These people are like the equivalent of. Wait, no, I probably shouldn't say that. Never mind. Never mind.
Yeah, Duncan, whatever you're about to say, just don't.
Gosh, the war on drugs.
That should be your rule of thumb
to
when
be
you're
locked
thinking.
in prison with Jared Fogle.
I want to fight more of the war on drugs. We should let pandas go extinct. Yes, obviously.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Fuck
Sadly,
Okay.
it's their time.
Pandas.
Good. Dogs.
It's been their time for like 30 years.
Dogs do not belong in the bed.
As long as you're not fucking it, I don't really care.
I'm gonna go ahead and say they
And
don't
as long
belong
as
in
they
the
don't
bed.
have bugs.
It depends on the breed. It depends on the breed.
If
I
it's a
think
big
like,
dog, that's a little more annoying. But if it's like a small little pupper, yeah, he could just.
I think
like,
it
you know,
depends on
cuddle
the
up.
breed. Some breeds are not meant for being indoor dogs.
I love dogs, and I would consider myself kind of an animal guy, but like I am concerned about the recent like millennial trend of treating your dog like it's a human substitute.
Yeah, no, but I think we've been doing that. I don't even think that's a millennial. Like, remember old cat ladies?
If I hear
Like,
fur
people have
babies
been
one more
imprinting
time,
human emotions on things since the dawn of time.
if I hear fur baby one more time, I'm going to like have a
Oh
psychotic
yeah,
episode.
fucking.
Yeah, no, fuck that. I mean,
That's-
I guess I don't really have like a problem with it, but me personally, I wouldn't do it. Mostly because I'm not really an animal guy, and also I feel like I would probably have more of like outside pets than inside pets. But maybe
Yeah,
that's just because I've
yes.
had outside pets for the most of my life.
That's
I
probably
guess I could try having an inside pet, but like I don't know. I just
Yeah, dude, you have crackheads for dogs.
fuck you.
No, they're awesome crackheads. I love your crackheads, but they are crackheads.
My crackhead dogs pull squirrels out of trees. They're based.
Yeah, that's why
What do
they're
you got?
crackheads.
Yeah, 'cause
I
they're
got a
awesome.
cripple.
Border Collies are Chads. Border Collies are the best dogs. Everybody knows this. German Shepherds are fucking mid. I need people to stop talking about German Shepherds.
What do you mean
They're
German
not
Shepherds
that
are
cool.
mid?
Change of topic before Duncan
What the
fucking gets
hell?
the animal community to
They
lynch him.
are!
All right.
German Shepherds are not that cool.
Bigfoot
They are
more than
fucking
likely
awesome. Die.
exists.
Who? What?
Bigfoot more
Where?
than likely
Why?
exists.
Bigfoot?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, I don't think he exists either. I think he's fake.
I don't think it exists.
The fuck? If there was an animal that was reproducing in the forests of America, we would know of it.
Just because I believe in ghosts doesn't mean I believe in shit like that.
Well, yeah, no, there would be a shit ton more evidence for an animal living in the forest than ghosts. Which, like, fuck, that's even a topic we could talk about. That should be its own thing, so it doesn't have to get muddled with racism.
Dude, we can't do that anymore. I wish we would have recorded that one night because that was like one of the most interesting conversations we've ever had. But the problem is now that we've done it, it's like feels fake.
That conversation went on for at least the better part of 3 hours.
I don't think that we could like have that whole conversation again. But I wish we would have had that for a podcast because that was like such a good conversation.
Yeah.
Corn syrup is poison.
Yes.
So true.
Literally fucking food, animal food fatten. Kill the cereal companies.
This
Do it
is
now.
America. Don't get you.
I'm looking at a billboard outside of this window, and it says "Say no to mandatory speed limiters."
That I don't actually have. Actually, fuck it. That's a topic. Speed limiters. Should they be a thing?
Like for diesels and
Like-
No. Speed limiter, as in your car will never exceed the speed limit.
no.
Like in general, what the fuck are you?
That's
Wait,
kind of useless. I feel like there's some situations where you.
Well, no, I think there should be a situation where it would like activate, like, hey, I have an emergency, and then you could pass the speed limit, and if you abuse that, you get thrown in prison.
How would I
But
plow
otherwise-
into families of 4 while blasting?
How am I supposed to more effectively?
Yeah.
murder people?
I'm not gonna be a part. I don't even know what the.
How
fuck
can
this
I
is.
drunk drive more effectively?
How could I plow into a family of 4 blasting Freebird if I can't
Yeah, dude,
exceed
come
the
on.
speed limit?
Come on, the speed limit, they
Precisely.
ruin the fun of driving drunk.
Exactly.
Exactly.
It's drunk crashers.
Whatever. I'm just gonna let this.
As a drunk crasher, Duncan says.
It's always
I
the
like
ones
how
that are
this
just.
is where Duncan draws the line.
I love that one clip of the guy where he's like, just like statistically speaking, like if you drunk drive a lot, then just like statistically speaking, you will get better at it.
Just the fucking cope of the century.
It's such a
Fucking
good line.
what? I unironically had a guy in my college try to argue that. And
He's
we're like,
right.
we will kill you if we see you behind the wheel when you've had alcohol.
No,
You'll
he's right.
fucking murder.
He's right.
No. Okay.
Drunk driving
No
is
topic.
inherently right wing, and high driving is inherently left wing.
What the fuck?
I would rather live in poverty in the Midwest than live rich in California.
No, what?
That's so
If I'm
true.
rich in California, to be considered rich
I
in
hate
California,
California.
There probably
Yeah, I'd
is
rather
a
California.
wealth of people that are really fascinating to me, though, in California.
I would rather be a suffering poor man.
no, you
than
wouldn't.
Be
Shut
a
the
fucking
fuck up.
jackass.
How
No, I
poor?
would. I would.
How poor are we talking?
Borderline
Not-
starving. I would still
not-
be. I would
not
still
to the
take
point. Not to the point that you like are unable to survive or anything. Like you can.
I would still take that over California.
Is
I would take it over California.
is my family ashamed at my lack of ability to provide?
No, it's just like
Even if
you
they
can
were,
get
I'd
a
still
really-
Don't live in the
I'm not
You're
city.
literally just
California.
My
going
brother
through a
in Christ, the
tumultuous time.
state is the size of fucking
That's
like,
true.
bigger than Great Britain.
There's even like a part of
We could go to
California
the
that's very
countryside.
the north part of California is very right wing anyway. So
Yeah, so just go there, you
Yeah.
dumb fuck.
Nope, I wouldn't be in California. Fuck California.
the Freemasons are at it
You're
again.
retarded.
I don't know what that was. Go to the next one.
That one's so true. The Freemasons are in fact at it again.
The free bird. Yeah.
If you could be on a colony ship to another star system and make a new, like, little human planet, would you?
No.
No?
Nah.
I would let other
Even
people.
if you would, like,
do that.
survive the trip. Or, like, let's say it's an instant. It's not like you might get cryo-froze or some shit.
No, I still wouldn't do it.
You wouldn't do that?
No, that doesn't excite me at all.
Really?
I think space is interesting, but I don't think space is cool enough that I want to actually go up there.
Well,
Okay, I guess...
I want to
yeah,
deal
it
with
is-
trying to restart fucking humanity on a different planet. I'm gonna let other people do that.
that's why I also notice like the type of sci-fi that I like. Like if I'm not even like a huge sci-fi fan, but if I am, it's always basically like fantasy with the like masquerade as sci-fi, or it's always like a science fiction in which it's very similar to our world just in the future, not the type of sci-fi where like they rebuild an entire culture, because I'm really like only interested in like real life.
Okay, I guess because none of you want to do that.
Yeah, that's lame.
Would you rather go on a deep sea expedition like a submarine for 10 days or a deep space expedition for 10 days?
Deep sea.
Deep sea? Really? Okay. What about you guys?
Wait, ask the question again.
Who the fuck cares? Just answer the question.
I didn't hear it. Ask it again.
Oh, for fuck. Would you rather be in space for 10 days or in like the deep ocean for 10 days?
In space, 100% in space.
Actually,
I think I would choose space.
What are we doing in this situation? Like, are we just exploring? Like, are we just looking at it, or are we gonna like do something?
Are we just floating in space or floating under the water, or are we actively like we're going out or we're going deeper? Like, what are we doing?
You're going deeper. You're exploring and doing a little expedition.
I would fucking go to space 100%.
I gotta
go
see.
I would go.
I feel like we might find more interesting stuff in the ocean.
We would.
I think so too.
I'm so
But I
averse
think-
to the idea of being in the ocean that I
Also,
can't
it's
do it.
on Earth, so we could like make more like usage of it faster. You know what I mean?
That's true. And you wouldn't like, yeah.
Hot take: space is kind of lame.
And who knows?
No.
I think it's interesting. I
Heads
just
up.
don't think it's
You're
as
wrong.
cool as people say it is. You
It
know
is.
what I mean?
Space is
It's
overrated.
fucking awesome. It's space.
Okay.
It's
and?
it's cool, but it's not
It's
as cool as
literally
people say.
infinite. That's
It's
crazy.
literally.
It's actually not infinite.
It's
but okay.
literally.
I know it's not. It might as well be.
It for us. It might as well be.
You go to the far winds.
What would you do if you had an umbrella with a face on it?
What?
What? You talking about
Yeah.
fucking Perry from Super Princess Peach?
Yeah, if you had Perry from Super Princess Peach, what would you do? Like, he talks to you and stuff.
Space
Oof.
actually is a little
Actually,
bit
just
based.
reminded me of something.
I think you would be like my buddy.
Space is actually kind of based if you think about it because of Super Mario Galaxy.
So
True.
I have
Yeah,
another.
wait. If I could go to space and just like hear Mario Galaxy music the whole time, I think I'd actually do. Not like
Okay, I
I'm
have
playing
another-
it, but like the universe is just playing the music.
Okay, here's
I
a
have
good
another
one.
question that's horrible. I have
Okay.
another question that's horrible.
Yeah, go ahead.
If let's say you're on the whatever expedition, either space or deep sea, and something were to go wrong and you were to die, would you rather die in space or in the water? There's a correct answer.
How am I gonna die like in both situations?
Space. 'Cause that would be
It could
part
be
of the
random. It
lesson.
could be like the slowest, most arduous thing, or it could be quick.
Hear me out. I want to die in space because then I would be kind of cool. Because more people have died in the ocean than in space.
Oh, I have
Sure,
a easy answer. I'd way rather die in the ocean.
Why?
Well, okay.
Two
if I'm
reasons.
in the ship, I would
You're
rather
probably
die in
right,
the
Trevor.
ocean. If I'm in the ocean, if I'm in the ship, I would rather die in the ocean because of implosion.
Yeah, I'd
If
rather.
If I'm not in the ship, I would rather die in space.
I'd rather die
So,
in the
what's
ocean
interesting
because
about
I think
this
there's
question-
almost no slow and arduous death in the ocean because it's either
There's
gonna
nothing
be
interesting about this
No,
question.
no, there is.
the only
There is.
the only way you could die in the ocean is like basically the pressure getting way too much and crushing you to death.
No, I like this question because
Or if
it's
you somehow
the same both ways. It's the same both ways.
someone's gonna
Because
stab you
if it's a catastrophic failure, you just pop in space and you implode in the ocean. And the slow and arduous death would be you run out of oxygen. So I realized later that it was pointless, but I do like the fact you guys died.
Here's a good one. If you had a
Yeah,
tiny
children.
clone of like somebody really evil, like Hitler, would
Mhm.
you would you like would
This
you
is
hold it
already-
responsible for crimes that the original version committed?
No.
No.
Not at all.
What? It's a clone. It literally knows nothing.
That's the same reason why I also would not kill baby Hitler.
Yeah, no, it didn't.
He also knows.
Granted-
Well, if it has no memories,
Would you kill baby Hitler?
Hitler's
No,
just
I
a
would
Nick
not.
just answered this for us, but would you kill baby Hitler if you knew what you did would result in World War II never happening?
No.
He's a little baby goofball.
I wouldn't change the past. This is one of my biggest things. I detest the idea of time travel. I would never time travel. If you gave me the option to time travel, I would turn it down in a heartbeat, no matter what.
Okay, but
I mean,
I actually have an interesting question.
don't take fame.
Go back in the past. This is like a red button question. Is if you could go back in the past and let's say kill Hitler or just one person who was innocent, like they didn't do anything wrong, but it would lead to a utopian future. Would you kill that one person so we end up in a utopia, or would you do nothing to preserve the timeline?
Do nothing to preserve the timeline.
Yeah.
I feel like that's
We don't need fucking real life lore to become as convoluted as Marvel.
That is true. I would simply not do it because Marvel.
Here's
Marvel
one
is
that gave me
cringe and
a lot
needs
of,
to die.
a lot of grief. What would you do if you had a clone? If you had a clone, what would you do if you had a clone of yourself?
I think we'd be best buddies.
I would kill mine.
He would have.
I would kill.
What
my
do you
clone.
mean you'd kill yours?
I would
The
kill
only
my
thing
clone.
your clone would have in common with you is that he looks.
Wait, he said he would kill
Okay,
his clones, so on site they would just attack each other.
Frame 1
So-
immediately merges his clone.
So, let's say, okay.
What if
they
the clone
don't have
wins?
mem-
I'd kill it.
Let me. Okay.
What if
let's
the
say-
clone
let me-
wins?
let- Shut up! Fuck you! Shut up!
Because
Listen,
you're
if
both gonna
you-
kill each other.
Shut the fuck up! Listen, I'm saying if they have memories. If your clone has memories, what would you do? Because if they don't, they're just a fucking twin. If they don't have memories, they're just a twin.
We'll
But
be buds.
if your clone has memories,
That's not the definition.
what would you do? I would
But-
kill my clone.
We'd
no,
be
we
buddies.
would just
No.
be.
We'd
If
just
you
be
had
buds.
memories, you would literally just be like, it's you. Why would you kill you?
Also, what do you like?
It's not
I
going
feel
to be
like
a
that would be the
weird
best
situation
partner
where
in
it's
crime.
like,
I would
it's
kill my
not going
clone.
to be. No, it's not going to be like, oh, there can only be one. I'm going to kill you so they can be the only one. Why would you
No,
do
Yeah,
that?
no.
that's not the point. It's like you having a clone of yourself that has the same memories. Have you? What's that movie that I'm trying to think of where he has the clones and his whole life starts going
Multiplicity.
fucking downhill?
You're
Multiplicity.
basing your decision on a movie.
It's multiplicity.
That's
Multiplicity.
oddly
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah.
That's the one. Exact reason why I would kill my clone because it could potentially fuck the shit out of my life. It would ruin it. Fuck that. I would
Yeah,
kill
but
my
also
clone.
killing somebody and then having to drag their body away would be pretty
Nope,
fucked
don't.
up too.
No, but you're
Don't
killing
care.
you. So I mean, realistically, he's going to be like, he's alive. What the fuck?
His unironic argument for this is similar to my ironic argument for time travel.
For what?
Nope, don't care.
His,
My argument
I
is
said-
correct and yours is wrong.
I said his unironic argument for this is very similar to my ironic argument for time travel. Because his unironic argument for this is Ace is just like the film Multiplicity, and my ironic argument for time travel is it's a good point, but Back to the Future goes pretty hard.
Yeah, see, I'm
that's,
right.
That's why I did the don't take money.
Yeah,
That's
see?
that's Power
Yeah,
of
see?
Love from the
I'm
beginning of
right.
Back to the Future.
No,
Yeah,
I
see,
feel like
I'm
we
right.
could just
See, this is correct.
don't like okay. In Duncan's case, he's just mentally ill. He could never trust anyone.
He's just
But-
mentally ill. Holy crap.
Yeah, and that's huge
I
for
feel
the
like for
program.
every other person
That's
on Earth,
huge for the program. You're so mentally
It-
ill
yeah,
that you
it
would
is-
smoke weed with your clone.
It is
You're
huge for
so
the
fucking
program.
mentally ill that you would be like, oh, my
No,
clone.
you can't
Finally, I
just
can
say
suck
that.
my own dick. Yeah, fuck you, Michael. You would
dude,
just
you
be
just
having
gave me an
sex with your own
idea. I'm
clone.
gonna start
Kill
cloning.
yourself.
I'm gonna start cloning.
Cloning
You
is
just
literally
gave me an
eugenics. I don't even
idea.
want to
You
hear
are
it.
fucking
Cloning is
deviant.
literally eugenics. Cloning is literally eugenics.
What does that even mean? What do you mean by that?
It is. It is.
Okay. Anyways, I feel like every person that would just be your best buddy because you know each other, you understand each other, And with two brains on the same wavelength, you could just team up on anything and know for a fact your buddy is your buddy.
I don't think that's the case.
I guess that depends on the person. Again, Duncan can't
con-
trust
the-
shit because he's mentally ill. But
I
they
think
hate
that the
themselves, then yeah, you're
conflict
gonna
of
have to kill
the
yourself.
conflict
You
of
hate
your
yourself.
individuality, the conflict of your individuality is too much of a risk. I would not deal with that. No.
your individuality, because you're a fragile little petunia. But for
If he
everyone
had
else,
no memories, I would be totally down with it. He'd just be a fucking
I'm
twin.
curious
That'd be sad.
if this changes anything. If you both had the same memories and kept on gaining like each other's memories.
oh yeah, would that
After-
change your
After
decision?
enough
Duncan?
time,
Oh.
after enough time, then I would agree. Yeah,
Hold
because
on.
memories, by that point, that's kind of different. But
But
still,
you'll just
I
be
mean,
a hive mind.
I just thought of
You
something
would literally
kind of.
be a hive mind.
I just thought of something that
Yeah.
complicates this whole problem.
nope,
Landon can.
You
So Landon invents hive minds.
if you guys are clones, you're likely gonna fall in love with the same woman.
Okay.
Yep, killing my clone.
So yeah, I
See?
might have to kill my
You could
clone.
be attracted to more than one person, and then you can both just choose.
Nope, then I'm killing
but,
my
like,
clone.
what
Then
if
I'm
you-
killing my clone.
What if like
See, but then
what if
I'm
since you
killing
guys
my
are
clone.
technically the same person?
You're the same person, so you can just pass them off, and they wouldn't know.
Yeah,
So-
no, you get two wives
But since you're the same person, what like
for the price of one.
what if you
It's
both
cheating.
what if you both fall like head over heels for the same woman? I might have to kill my clone. I don't know what to do. I don't know.
Yeah,
No,
I
I
have
just
to
gotta
kill
kill
my
them. I just gotta
Also,
kill
if
the woman.
You can
If I
just
fell
share,
for a
'cause
woman-
the woman's
listen.
not gonna know any different.
If
Yeah,
I
I don't
fell for a
want my
woman-
other self to be part of that. He can.
If
You
I
would
if I
literally
fell
You're
for
killing someone.
He should
No, no,
find
no,
his
no,
own
listen,
thing.
listen,
On yourself with
listen.
yourself.
He should find
If
his own
if-
person.
Yeah, he should. But no, you know what? Even if he did, it would just be cheating, and I would kill him anyway.
Exactly.
It's
yeah.
not cheating because it's you.
No, it is.
It is me.
It's not.
That's why
It's
it's
you,
cheating.
and you have
That's
his
why
memory.
it's cheating.
It's
That's
you.
why it's cheating. That's why he should die.
Yeah, it's not.
It's
No,
not
cheating is an
it's
My
individual.
clone,
and you're
my
gaining the
clone
memory.
will be killed.
But they have slightly different memories, so they're not technically me. So he needs to get out.
Well, no, we were going off the assumption
still-
that you
he's
also
still you.
share the same brain, like you
Yeah,
have the same
share-
memories
you
that
share
compile.
memories.
Well, but like the second that he's created, he's gonna start having different memories because he's gonna be in slightly different positions.
No, we're saying that you gain each other's memories times 2.
That's stupid.
But that's,
Maybe you're
yeah, so it's
It
every
doesn't
hypothetical.
matter. It literally doesn't matter. In any situation in which they share your memories to any capacity, I would still kill the clone. I would still do it.
Yeah, the clone's
I
gotta
don't
die. I
understand
gotta
that.
agree with
That
Doug on
makes
this
no
point.
sense.
Duncan is just depressed -1.
I'm fucking
just fucking-
paranoid, okay? Fuck you. I'm
Duncan just
genuinely
hates himself.
paranoid. Kill yourself.
Fine, I won't kill him. I'll lock him in a cage.
Oh my god.
And then kill him. And then starve him. And then kill him.
Then
and
he
then
will
kill
have a
him.
reason
What
to
you
kill you.
also okay?
I will
what you
lock him
have
in a
to
cage and then start killing him. Yes. Yes. Next topic.
what you have to
No,
anticipate
next
with that
topic. Next topic.
is, would you want the clone to do that to you? Because they have the exact ability to do what you did to them to you.
Nah, I'm built different.
Okay, but he's
Yeah,
built
wait,
exactly
it's
like you.
That's why I
He's built
need to
different
kill
like
my
you.
clone. That's why I need
Actually,
to
he
kill my
would be
clone
built
because my
different. He
clone
would
is
be
going to
built
want to kill
different.
me. That's why I
You'd
need
be
to
the
kill my clone
1.0.
because my
You'd be the
clone is
1.1.
going to want to kill me. I have to kill my clone before it kills me.
If we're going off the assumption that you share the same memory and will gain each other's memories, it's gonna know that you want to kill it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why I have to kill it because it's going to kill me.
Well, then maybe you shouldn't have thought of the idea that you're
No,
gonna kill it to
you're
begin
the
with.
problem.
Too bad.
Duncan is the
You are
problem.
The clone dies. Doesn't matter. At the end of the day, the clone dies. And
Okay.
that's what matters.
Wait, how?
Duncan is
Sowing
autism.
seeds of fucking like nonsense.
If we were to get cloned, how would the boys know which one's the real one and which one's the clone?
I'd suck its dick, and then we'd be able to.
The real one, it's just you both times.
Michael would be too busy sucking his own.
I
clone's
gotta. The
dick.
clone's gotta go. I'm sorry.
The clone's
It's
got to
just
die.
you.
You were just killing someone who's
Yeah, that's
exactly
not
like
a
you.
good
Yeah,
thing.
we're
I
going
don't
with the
want
assumption-
two of
okay,
me.
Nick,
I
let's
don't
go with
want
your
two of
clone.
me.
Yeah,
I
there's
do
only
not
enough.
want
There's
two.
only enough room in this life for
And it's
me.
not like it's gonna give you a bad reputation. It's literally gonna do the same thing you
It
would do.
could. It could. It literally could.
No,
It
it
literally
couldn't.
could.
Yeah,
It's you.
but so could any other human being.
The utter existence of it is a flaw against God. It is literally terrible.
The utter existence.
Your argument is literally like, I could make the bad decision. That means I also have to die.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, so by that logic, you would have to Canadian healthcare yourself.
what,
Uh-huh.
like I guess I just don't. If you're sharing all the same memories, I guess I just don't even know what the point of having the clone would be.
Just to be an extra hand. It's literally you.
Why
Yeah,
would
it
they?
was-
Why would they willingly do that though?
Because
like-
they're you.
Like what's
You
the,
have the same interests.
You
So-
don't want to help yourself?
not really.
No.
What? This is nonsense. You are just coping now.
You don't understand how selfish human
You
beings
found
are.
a hill to die on, and now you're just coping for no reason.
But then I'd have to. But then I'd have to help the clone too, and I don't want to help the clone.
What?
This is so fucking true. It is so huge for the program. We're moving on.
I just want to help myself.
The clone fucking dies. The
No,
clone fucking
I
dies.
want him to help me.
Yes.
You're gonna
And
help
then
each other.
helping you, he's helping himself, which helps
This
you,
is
which
see,
helps
this
him.
is the selfish. This is the
You're
selfish
both working
aspect I'm
towards
talking
the
about.
same thing,
This
no
is-
matter what.
no,
so
this is the
technically, you're just
selfish
helping yourself
aspect.
either way.
This is the selfish aspect of the cloning process that I'm talking about. You want the clone to help you, but the clone doesn't
No, the
actually
clone
like.
is
The
you.
clone would realize that. The clone would realize you don't want to help the clone. You want it to help you, which the clone does not want.
It's you.
Because the
You
clone
have the
wants you to
same
help it.
fucking deal. You both want the same thing. So
Well-
if you're
No,
helping
you
the
don't.
clone, you're helping
The
yourself.
clone wants you to help it. You want the clone to help you. That is not the same thing.
I think the problem with this whole ordeal is that we're talking about the weirdest version of
We're talking
cloning.
about completely different things.
We're talking about the weirdest version of cloning I've ever heard. Where like supposedly
it's
you're
like
gonna
a
just
well,
gonna
if it's a
gain
hive
the
mind clone,
memories. It's like
then
basically
quite literally, it would do exactly what you want it to because you have the same mind.
No, that's a slave that just looks like you.
My
No, the
brother
reason
has
I'm still arguing on the point of this is because Duncan was disagreeing with me while I was talking.
well, like
Yeah,
what
'cause
if
you're wrong. 'Cause you're fucking stupid.
I'm not, because it's you.
I think what I do
You're
in
telling
that
me that you
I would
would
kill
not have
me.
the same interest
I don't
as
need
you.
two of me. Fuck him. He needs to die. Fuck the
Man,
clone.
I
He dies.
disagree with myself. It's
I
like,
would
what
yeah.
kill my. I do
How are
disagree.
you
with
disagreeing
I
with
do.
yourself?
what happens
I
to the
would.
other me when it's not in use?
It would
It's-
just
kind
be
of-
doing its
yeah,
own thing.
What kind of shit could that thing be up to? Like,
So
I get
okay, so
that,
the
sure,
the super weird type of cloning we're talking about is it has autonomy, but I can remember what it did.
Yeah.
what
Yes.
actively as it's doing things? No, that's not how
Yes.
that works. No,
Yes,
that's
that's
not
what we
how
were
that works.
talking
Wait,
about.
wait, but-
That's stupid.
What are you? Oh my God! Go fuck yourself.
That is
And then
nonsensical.
you have to
You've
no.
been
So
arguing
you're
about
saying
nothing
you're
because you
you're
didn't even
saying
understand it.
you're saying that you have you have your clone, and as you are
Mhm.
making memories after the cloning process, you share those memories as they're being made.
And they share theirs with you. Yes.
That's fucking stupid. That's ridiculous.
So you have been arguing a point that you didn't understand the entire time.
I understood my point. I didn't understand your point, and I'm still correct. I would still kill the clone either way.
You realize if in this case he would read your memories as you're making them, thus any fight you have against it is futile because it could counter you exactly.
I don't care. I would still kill it. I would still kill it.
You will be fighting forever. You're going to be Ukraine.
So true.
Okay.
I would
Anyways,
kill.
next topic. Next fucking topic. If AI develops to the point where it is borderline sentient, what would you, if you were the governor, do?
I would become a hermit.
Ban
Ban it.
it.
Oh,
You're the
governor.
What do you mean you're the government?
Oh, I'm a governor. What? Wait, I'm a.
Yeah, you,
what
you
am I?
let's just say you're a fascist dictator and like sentient AI exists. What do you do?
Oh, I have an
Ban
idea.
Or something that appears to be sentient.
You are
It doesn't
putting me in the objectively evil position. I have one option.
Guy, I actually have a genius
well,
idea,
no, you
Michael.
have two options. You, can let
literally
it
just
live
said
and be
you
sentient or not.
literally just said you are a fascist dictator. You have this fascist device to use. What do?
I have a genius idea.
Yeah.
Okay, so here's what we do. So it seems clear to me that man has a very tribalistic instinct and it wants to oppress some group. Okay, so
That's
Mhm.
bullshit.
here's what we do. We
act on it.
we stop AI before it becomes like quite sentient, and then we just have all human beings like pour out all of their tribalism and wanting to oppress a certain group onto the not quite sentient AI.
Your solution is literally just fucking.
If Michael says what I feel is coming, I'm going to scream.
No, I love Nick's decision. Is we'll make the AI the scapegoat for all of humanity's problems.
Yeah, it's
He's a
genius.
beast.
It's brilliant.
That's bait.
That is actually
And I
genius.
agree. But I thought
That's
Michael was gonna.
fucking fantastic, but
I
horrible.
thought Michael
love
was
it.
gonna word it in
And
a terrible
it's
way.
not even technically immoral because you just don't have them become quite
It's
sentient
not.
yet.
It's
You
so
get them
true.
you get
This
them
is-
right up to
this
the
is
point
huge for
where
the
they're
program.
like almost but not quite sentient yet, and then and then anytime anything goes wrong in society that would usually cause unrest, you just go, "It's the damn AI. That's what's doing it." And then
No,
this
because
is
it
so
is.
true.
That's
and
so
then
true.
and then they'll go
It's
out into the
huge for the
streets and
program.
they'll
It's
burn
the AI's fault.
they'll burn down AI businesses, and then they'll segregate AI into groups. And
AI crystal notch.
yeah, but it doesn't matter because it's all
AI
just
racism, baby, we did it.
because it's all just machines, and so people will learn to get along because like black people and white people will be like, well, it's the AI, like we're really not that different after
Yeah.
all. The real different is
Yeah.
the AI.
It would just be like the happy Disney ending, except for you see an AI person burning in the background.
Exactly.
Yeah,
It's brilliant.
base. It's huge. For the
I
program.
absolutely
This
love
is
the
huge.
idea of AI racism.
Yes, we need this.
AI racism.
So
this is probably my
here's-
proudest
here's-
moment.
Here's my next topic, and this is a very
Jeez.
controversial opinion. I
doubt
think
that.
Lucky Star meets Donkey Kong is the
Oh,
greatest
shut the
work of
fuck up,
literature of
no.
all
I
time.
think Lucky Star
Sorry.
meets Donkey Kong should replace Scripture.
Real. Wait.
Lucky Star meets
What
Donkey
kind of-
Kong
What kind of scripture?
used to be
Wait.
funny.
He
Flip it now.
You know what?
Flip
Wait,
it and
what
ship
kind-
it, baby, you did it.
What kind of scripture?
Script. What the fuck do you mean? What kind?
All
What
Scripture.
do we think?
Hindu
What kind
scripture
do you think?
because it's demonic.
Yeah, Hindu scripture. We don't need Hindu scripture. We need Lucky Star.
No, it's,
Oh,
it's
fuck.
all Scripture. It replaces all.
No. I think it should replace
All
our
of it.
constitution.
Hindu
I think
gods
it
are
should replace
demons.
our constitution.
I think it
Real.
should replace the Constitution.
It should.
He didn't. I say that.
That's so
all
based.
six chapters. I want Kong Knight Crystal Notch in our constitution. I want Bluster Kong to be chopped for his disgraceful behavior.
My
That's
brother
so
in
true.
Christ.
Regular show
I
is
can't
so much
say I
better
get
than
it,
Adventure
but I
Time.
get it. That's so real.
I've never watched a single. Wait, actually, I have watched episode. Okay, never mind. But still,
Yeah, I agree. No, I haven't.
even
watched
if I hadn't, I would have still agreed that regular show is better. Family Guy is not funny.
True. Hamilton is
Okay.
mid.
it can be funny.
Hamilton is less than mid. Hamilton is dog shit. Also, don't say it can be funny when you know that AI like Family Guy shit that they're running. It is so much funnier than any episode of Family Guy I've ever seen. Some of the shit that goes down there, where like people will put in prompts, like they just have Chris's voice like super loud. So they'll be talking
Cringe,
about
plus
like
I'm racist against AI. I'm racist.
they'll be talking about no, I'm racist against it too. But it's really funny when you have like characters like saying shit like about the book 1984, and then Chris is just screaming, "Cool, cool," and it's like, bruh.
What the fuck?
Why am I here?
It's just a suffer, Michael. I promise.
Anyway,
It feels like it sometimes.
Family Guy fucking sucks.
No, you're wrong.
All you see is violence and movie and sex on TV. Where are those
Build
good
on
old fashioned values? How much we used to why?
Lucky, there's a coping guy. Hey, there's a skill positive and can do.
I don't
Yes,
like YouTubers.
Gus, sus in correct. What?
Hmm?
That's an odd take.
I don't like.
You don't like YouTubers in general?
I don't like modern YouTubers. Is probably a better way to say it. I don't like YouTubers, not just modern YouTubers, but I think classic YouTubers that were really good have aged very poorly generally. I think they're not. So like I think Jacksepticeye is stupid nowadays.
Okay.
I think
The
I think
fuck?
Markiplier. I think like shit like that. You know, I miss the days when it was just Sugar Conroy. Why can't we have that back? Why can't we have like
I miss
good
the old.
YouTubers back? Although I will say it's really hype that Smosh is back.
You're a boner.
I want to see how that goes. I want to see how
Call
it
him a
goes.
boner.
What?
Yeah.
Nick, why haven't you spoken a word in the past like 5 minutes?
I fell asleep. Anyways, so
What? No way.
Brother.
I had a rough
Oh
night
my
last
God.
night, man.
Fuck you.
Shut up.
Did you get taken
No,
to
he did.
McDonald's?
Yeah, I did. And Michael actually
He
helped a
fumbled
lot.
another ball.
Michael actually helped a lot. He was a Giga Chad during that whole encounter. We love Michael, don't
yeah.
we,
Hey,
folks?
come on, I was there at least.
You were, but Michael was doing the heavy lifting.
Yeah.
My
Yeah,
advice
no,
was, I'm gonna pop some tags. Only got $20 in my pocket.
Man.
Michael was the
Nah.
Giga Chad that was there to be like, stop being gay, be a man.
For real,
Anyways,
I feel like
let's
this is an off-camera thing that I probably shouldn't hear about anyway, so I'm just not even gonna ask.
I'll tell you later.
Huh?
It's very,
Yeah.
it's very recent. I would have told you about it if you were there during the time, but I will tell you about it.
If you
later.
were here, you would have known.
Does this have to do with Facebook?
Yeah.
No,
Kind
has
of thing?
nothing to do with Facebook.
Okay.
You had to have been.
Aw, there's no water on my jizz.
It has to do with the fact that sometimes when
Shit. I just hate
sometimes when it's 5 a.m. and you're feeling lonely and you're
Okay,
listening
no,
to music,
I know what this is. I
you
know
do
what
some
this is. Just
you,
a bit.
you message people that you shouldn't message, and you tell
No,
them
you-
you tell them how you
you
feel,
mentioned-
and you shouldn't do that.
You mentioned this in brief the other day. I think
He did a really funny thing, basically.
In conclusion, okay. Next topic will be
I guess we can talk about the trolling I did on Facebook.
the
to-
19th Amendment.
Can we talk about
No.
Why not?
I made a
That
fucking
one's too deep
soy
for
jack-
you.
I made a fucking soy jack meme against somebody. It was really fun.
Yeah,
Actually,
we
you know
know.
what?
You said I did eugenics on Facebook. Go fuck
No,
yourself.
this is different. This
So
is
based.
different. Actually, I probably shouldn't show this one. I probably shouldn't say this one because I need to show like the screenshots to make it funny. This is probably an in-person story.
Alright, you can
Sure.
just describe the screenshots.
No, it's not. I mean, I have the screenshots, but it's like it's not as funny if I like send it over. Besides, this is probably a better off-camera anyway. Like it's not bad, but like I probably should.
Okay, then just say it off camera. Don't even.
I
brother.
thought I was thinking about saying it on camera, and then I just thought better of it just now. So, shut up. Shut
If
up!
we had
Shut up!
the,
Shut
the
up!
ability
Shut
to,
up!
Shut up! Shut up!
you were gay.
Anyway,
Well-
next topic.
Football is a psyop. I put the cards away. This is just I'm coming up with stuff now.
What?
Football or
foot-
cringe ball?
What? Okay,
Football
so
or football?
this is a take I've had for a while. I want to hear you guys' take on this. What I think football effectively is here to do now is to let men have an outlet for their tribalism that is politically correct. And so
Good there, brother.
it's become a coping mechanism for the average man who's allowing his country to slip away from him. But at least he's got his sports ball, you know?
I mean,
So
I don't even think it was designed that way. I think that's just something that naturally happened.
yeah, so
It's
football
like
is now a cope.
Tribalism go burr.
So football is now a cope because they should be being tribalistic about their country and not a game.
No.
Not a stupid
No. No.
They should be
real.
nationalistic.
Not that.
They should be nationalistic
real.
about their country, not a game.
American football's fucking lame.
Let's be real. Baseball.
soccer is
baseball the
satanic.
superior sport.
Soccer
Yeah, that's
is
true.
satanic.
But I don't
Baseball
care
is
for
fake.
soccer either.
Baseball is literally called baseball.
Yeah,
Baseball's
true.
fucking
Baseball
stupid.
is actually God's intended sport.
So true. Baseball and golf. Golf is Chad.
Like,
It's the only good sport.
like sport ball tribalism, but
Soc-
sport ball with that. Ooh.
Tribalism is based if it's applied to something based, but if it's applied to a
To
game,
something I like.
it's stupid. Yeah, my country. American
All you
nationalism
see
is
is
Chad,
violence and movie on section TV.
but
Go to
soccer is
that.
satanic and.
Jesus.
Eh.
Yeah, we've lost
cheer.
composure.
I cheer for soccer injuries.
We lost composure and
That,
not even
hold on. That sentence goes so hard. I cheer for soccer injuries. That's.
Soccer injuries are huge for the program. You don't understand.
It's actually
They're not
so
even
true.
Injuries are
They are in
so
fact
huge.
huge for the program.
They are huge for the program. Literally putting people out of order. That is so Chad.
No, because they're not even injured.
Half the time, yeah, they're
They
not
should
even
be.
injured.
They deserve to be. Fuck those people. Those people.
Well, they're
suck.
not.
They should be.
You cheer for a fake injury.
I'm convinced no one's actually ever been injured in the sport of soccer.
I'm inclined to agree with that.
I'm surprised because you
I'm
actually.
waiting. I am
And I've
praying,
only
hoping
seen
for the
people
day
cope on the
that
field.
I'm praying for the
get up
day
and
that
shake
one
it
day,
off.
like
Shit.
the one time I accidentally like browse channels on TV and it pulls up like a soccer game, somebody gets their fucking head split open.
What the fuck? I want to watch a death live on television.
The masculine urge to show up to a random soccer game and shout the line from the Sam Raimi Spider-Man trilogy, "Oh, that's a cute outfit. Did your husband make it for you?"
That's so good. Joe Dirt is a fucking goated movie.
It's true.
Okay, turn the stream off so we could talk like normal humans.
Fair enough. I'm gonna go to bed pretty soon
Never mind.
anyway.
Token just doesn't have a filter, but
And I'm probably running out of storage space anyway because I've